Oh, wow. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, un, deux, trois. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat and hit that like button, all 4,600 of you. Jesus Christ.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
A grenade.
Trajecting.
Can I speak to your manager?
Super Karen. What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and that is not what my camera is supposed to be doing. Okay, so, having some minor production issues here, so let me take control of my camera. Holy cannoli. Welcome, as boy, that is all over the place. Holy moly. All right, hang on, guys. I tried to take a shortcut and say, all right, let's just do the very last setup that we did. And unfortunately, it didn't work out quite so well. But we are up in here. Holy cannoli. We have hit a new record by a long shot, 6,300, or I'm sorry, over 6,000 people watching. Guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys. Over 6,000 people watching. It is good to have you guys in today. Once again, guys, I was wanting to take, the day off. Not really take the day off, but, continue to sort of take a break from live streaming so that I could focus on, getting everything squared away for the CME. Everything squared away for the CME. And once again, now I got a bone to pick. Now I got a bone to pick with Kevin Samuels, because Kevin is going to be the reason why I get behind. Boy, listen, there's really not much to say about this except for the fact that we're just going to break it down. But before we continue, guys, I have some very very sobering news, and I learned about this probably about an hour ago. Oh boy. All right. So you guys, a lot of you guys, especially my patrons, you guys are all familiar with James Martinez. James Martinez has been a longtime staunch supporter of mine, and I was he and I have spoken plenty of times over the years. I considered him to be a very, very, very good friend of mine. Unfortunately, James was in a car accident back on Friday, March 18th. and he has tragically passed away. He has tragically passed away. I think at the age of 43 or 44. I've got his birth date and everything, but he was born in 1978, and unfortunately, James Martinez is no longer with us. I can't believe it. I'm in shock, man. I'm in shock. This is the second this is the second time, the second longtime member of ours that has passed. You guys remember Red Pill Mike passed away tragically a few months back. He died of the 91 DeVoc, the C-19, as it were. But James was a rock solid guy. We used to text all the time. He and his wife lived in, I'm not mistaken, I think they lived 6 months out of the year in Jamaica, and 6 months out of the year in Atlanta. It's just, I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked to hear about this. I just can't believe it, man. I just cannot believe it. The last thing that James and I were discussing, via text message was the, hang on a second, guys. The last thing that we were discussing via text message, and no, the phone lines are not open yet, so don't get too excited yet. The last thing that we were discussing was the fact that I had locked down Kendall from Temptation Island. Season 3, and he was talking about how great the lineup was going to be, and his wife shot me a text message earlier today, and let me know that James is no longer with us. So we're gonna recognize James here with a moment of silence. We'll do that right now. My deepest condolences to James's wife. God only knows what she must be going through, man. She called it a nightmare. She says, I'm living a nightmare, and I don't doubt it, man. So that just, I mean, all the cliches apply, right? You know, life is short, you never know, but it's amazing. It's amazing, man. James was a young, healthy guy. And it's just hard to believe, man. It's hard to believe. So rest in peace, James Young. Thank you for the many, dude. He's a supporter of mine for 4, maybe 5 years. And we've lost another one, guys. But this is all the more reason why we should live life to the fullest, man. This is why we should live life to the fullest, guys. So rest in peace to James Martinez. I'm still in shock. I can't imagine. Pardon me. Yeah, they were both. Yeah. I'll get more details, guys. But I'm in complete shock, man. I'm in complete shock. I mean, the guy was our age, man. He was our age. Red Pill Mike, he was our age too. He was in 1975. James was born in 1978. I'm just... So I'll get more details and pass them along as we get them. But you guys know that I'm not an overly religious guy. I've told you guys I'm in kind of a religious limbo as of late. But if there is a God, man, hopefully James has found his way to the pearly gates. So shout out to my snipers on the Sharpe Stream side: JBlaze11, Dre Raven, Hellfong, Apollo, Damian Hanma, Slapduck, New Horizon, and Blizzanity, along with the lovely and talented Devin. Shout out to my sharpshooters on the YouTube side: Slam Bright, JBlaze11 Double Dippin', Geeky Anomaly. Oh boy. Dude, Ostrike, Cigarman85, Winston Leonard, Desmond Montgomery, John G., and of course the lovely and talented Devin. Geeky Anomaly with the $5 super chat says, hit that like button like it owes you money. Yeah, guys, we have over 4,000 of you in here watching. I guess this is a popular topic. And we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into it. Plus, guys, the phone lines will be open later. I will be opening up the phone lines to get your opinion and your take. Oh, no. Oh, man. So Devin just found the, she just found the, oh, man. 44-year-old James Martinez. Yeah, who lives and resides in Marietta, Georgia. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to have to, I got to clear my mind. Man. But, all right. I gotta clear my mind. Just keep him in your prayers, guys. Keep him and his wife in your prayers. And, it's a shock. It's a shock. Anyway, I'll keep it together. I'm going to keep it together. Cause James is he's a good friend of mine, man. And it's still, I haven't learned about it. Anyway. Kevin Samuels, had a guest. He had a guest on. Of course, he was talking about the incident involving one Willard Smith, aka Will Smith, and Christopher Rock, aka Chris Rock. We all know the story. Chris Rock said to Jada, "Love you, Jada. Can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2." Will Smith laughed, looked over at Jada, who looked like she felt some type of way. Will Smith gets up, goes on stage, smacks Chris Rock in the face, goes right back down, and then proceeds to make an ass of himself. Keep your bleep words, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. He actually said it 2 or 3 times. So Kevin did a live stream talking about it, and his opening monologue was absolute brilliance. You guys can go and watch that. Then he opened up his phone lines. And it provided us, of course, listen, Kevin Samuels never fails to provide entertainment, but this is not just entertainment, guys. This is not just entertainment, man. This particular guest on the Kevin Samuels show, this is what's going on out here in these streets. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button. I'm going to break this down in the customary Donovan Sharpe way. I'm going to try to get through this breakdown as quickly as possible because I want to leave as much time. As possible for you guys to call in and give your opinions on this. And so let's continue. Let's go ahead and go.
Unmute yourself.
There we go.
Hey,
Hello.
Kevin.
How are
Hey.
you?
I'm well.
How old are you?
I am 53 almost.
Oh boy.
All right. So what did I get wrong, or what do you disagree with me on?
Okay, so let me see. Now, I feel like
Merch.
Will wasn't 100% wrong. Now, you talk about his mental state, but we have to understand that he is a human being, number one. He is a man, number two. Okay. And that being said, we look at him as an actor. We see this person, we believe that we know these people's lives.
Let me stop it right there before she gets too far into it. You guys will notice a pattern here. And this is something that a lot of women do when making excuses for themselves or somebody else. The excuse is he's human, right? You have to understand Will Smith is human. Number two, he's a man. And a lot of times, and what you guys will see with this particular female is that she talks to talk, right? She has a very difficult time, filling in the spaces, and so she just, puts in filler words. So sometimes you kind of have to read through the BS to figure it out. But someone being human does not absolve them of committing a crime. Let's call a spade a spade. What Will Smith did was a crime. Will Smith committed assault on international television. What Will Smith did was illegal. Okay? What he did was illegal. Yes, Will Smith is a human being, but this is why laws are put into place. So you'll notice that she keeps using he was human as almost a justification of the reason why he acted as foolhardy as he did. Let's continue.
So well, and we really don't. This is their jobs. This is what they do. Okay? Him and his wife, we don't know what's going on between them.
Yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do. We absolutely do. You see, under normal circumstances, gentlemen, that would be accurate. That would be accurate. We don't really know what goes on with celebrity couples. We don't really know what goes on behind closed doors. Unfortunately for this woman, nothing could be further from the truth as far as Will and Jada are concerned. We do know what goes on behind closed doors. And the reason why we know this is because Jada talks about what goes on behind closed doors in her Red Table Talks. So for this woman to come on here and say, we don't know what happens in these relationships, listen, 99.9% of the time, she'd be right. This is that 0.01% of the time that she is wrong. And she has picked the wrong couple to say, we don't know. Dude, everybody knows. We all know what goes on in Will and Jada's bed. We all know what goes on in Will and Jada's relationship.
Don't know the hurt that this woman has behind losing her hair.
Oh, God. Here we go.
No one knows how this woman is feeling when she's reaching for her hair.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. So if Will Smith would have shot Chris Rock, would that have been okay?
See, that's a little extreme, Kevin.
No, it's not. No, it's
Why
not.
isn't it?
Well, first off, you didn't answer my question.
No, it wouldn't have been right.
Okay, so there is a line that would have been wrong.
Okay.
I'm just asking. I'm just saying there is a line where you would say something is definitely wrong.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Where is that line?
I would say the line would be the disrespect.
Hey, Grenade.
No, where is the no.
See, here's the problem. And I don't want to be mean-spirited here. But this woman has a very difficult time with either listening, comprehending, or both. What Kevin asked her, he said, well, if Will Smith had gotten up and pew-pewed Chris Rock, would that have been bad? She says, well, that's extreme. So Kevin says, okay, I'll give you that. So where is the line? Where is the line between smacking somebody and gatting someone? Where is that line? Where do we raise our ears? This woman cannot comprehend the question that Kevin Samuels just asked her. She can't. That's why she's talking in circles, because she doesn't know, which proves what? Which proves what? She's not listening. She can hear Kevin, but she is not listening to Kevin. This is another problem with American black women. And I know you people in the comment section, well, black women in Uganda or the Dominican. No. We are talking about American black women, which this woman absolutely is.
Where is okay? There, you say a slap is permissible, but murder isn't. So where is the line between slap and murder? Where does it cross?
Well, there's a huge line. I'm sorry.
Where? About where though? About where? Where
She's not
would
listening.
Will Smith? What should he? There has to be something between those two, because you said it's extreme. Okay, where's the dividing line?
I would say the dividing line would be
Oh my God. Did I really?
once again. I don't know his thoughts.
See?
No one knows.
See? She can't answer the question because she doesn't understand the question. And yes, Jay Sebastian, this is a 53-year-old woman with a son and apparently a husband, and there's a smoke detector that has a low battery. Dude, what is it? Like, listen, man. Listen, hold on. At some point, I got to call this shit out. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Do we not know? Do we not have the money to go out and get a 9-volt battery? Why is it that half of these bitches that come on to Kevin Samuel's show has a smoke detector chirping in the back? What? I mean, you're a grown-ass woman. You're a grown-ass woman. You've got I guess she said she has a 19-year-old son. What, your son can't change out the smoke detector? What, you don't have a husband? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Maybe you guys can tell me when the phone line's open, but there's no excuse. You are a 53-year-old woman, as Geeky Anomaly with the $2 super chat says, chirp. There is no excuse for a 53-year-old woman to have a smoke detector chirping off in the background. Unbelievable.
What was going on?
Yeah, but what I'm asking, let me be more clear. What is the action? What is the action that will be the dividing line?
The action that would be the dividing line will probably be a slap as opposed to a gun.
Jesus Christ.
That's the opposing line.
But I want to be fair. You said that's a bit extreme, okay? You said that's a bit extreme, Kevin, and I said, okay.
Yeah.
So, what's the next step then? Because if a gun is extreme and a slap is permissible,
right?
What if he'd have punched him? Would that have been okay?
Actually, I thought he did punch you.
Okay, what if he would have punched him 3 times?
What I can't understand is, people.
Did she not listen to the question? It's almost like she's completely sidestepping it. All right, I don't understand it, so I'm going to start another conversation of my own. Brothers, I don't know how y'all, honestly, brothers, black men who date black women, I don't know how y'all put up with this. I really don't.
I mean, it's like, we have to still understand. I see where you're going with this, Kevin, and,
No, you
and
don't.
I have great respect
No,
for
you
you.
don't.
My son is a huge fan. He's your little mini-me. But anyway, and I thank you for that. I just want to throw that out there.
That has
But let
nothing
me
to
just
do with
say
anything.
this. We don't understand what's going on in people's, like you mentioned, mental health. That's a real issue in the black community.
Okay, so we've gone from pew-pewing someone to the line being slapping to we don't know what goes on behind closed doors to mental health. All of these things are relevant, but they're not relevant to what he asked her. She's doing everything but actually answering the question. All of this is just, Theo Waff says, that's why I use my passport.
Isn't being addressed as it should be. Okay, I get that. I understand that. But what you also have to understand is you can only take so much.
Well,
on this journey. But
ma'am, we're roughly the same age. And what you didn't say is what we both know.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
The line is when you decide to put your hands on somebody.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, yeah.
But no, but you're saying that now, but you can't say that and then saying slapping is acceptable.
Kevin, if you're disciplining your children,
Okay.
slapping them as
Ma'am, this
opposed
is
to-
not disciplining my
the
child. This is no different than when somebody's on public versus
What the hell does, dude? This woman is. I mean, listen. I'm not. Again, I don't want to be mean spirited, but it's almost like this woman has ADD. Like she's all, dude. She is all over the place. And of course, there's her bum ass son, still living at home. Her bum ass son. Hey, Kevin Samuel. Da, 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 da. Bruh, your mama made herself look like a fucking idiot.
private property. You got to you can't go apples and oranges. All the mental health and everything else is
Why
fine. Because it's
Why not apples and oranges?
Oh my
because it's two different arguments, man. We're old enough to be able to hold two separate thoughts. We can't.
Yes.
So, if you're saying a gun shooting him is too far,
I think what Kevin did, Kevin overestimated the intelligence of this woman. The one thing that this woman is good at doing is just arguing. And this is what black women do. They disagree just for the sake of disagreeing. And you will see this. You'll see this. They say a whole lot of nothing. Well, why can't it be apples and oranges, Kevin? She doesn't even know what context that's in. All she's going to do is, why can't we do whatever you just said, Kevin? No, that's not it. Yes, I disagree. This woman is all over the place. She has no idea what she's talking about. None whatsoever. I can't believe the ignorance of this woman.
but a slap is okay. No, both of them are wrong.
I don't agree.
Really?
What did I tell you?
I don't
The law
agree.
calls it
I
assault.
don't agree.
Yeah, and a gun is murdering somebody is shooting someone is murder.
Yes.
Right, and hold on, man. But if you went to jail, or if you got arrested and you were held accountable for those crimes, would you be punished the same for a slap or murder?
Absolutely not.
Of
You
course.
and I both
Because
know
one
that.
is more extreme than the other, but they're
you
both
go.
crimes.
There it is.
Kevin.
Ma'am, okay,
She's
that's
not.
simple
She's
logic,
not even
man.
listening. See, she's not even listening. Kevin just dropped the mic. She didn't hear a goddamn thing. Kevin, guys, look, man, this is not a bash black woman. Despite what all of you would like to believe, despite what all of you would like to, oh, Donovan bash him. No. Look, check this out. This is not a Donovan is bashing black women, but y'all, this is what brothers have to deal with. This is what y'all got to deal with. The disagreeableness, the ignorance. She's not even listening. Does she even know what the conversation's about? No, all she knows is that Will Smith assaulted another man to defend the honor of Jada. That's all she knows. She's not it's almost like she's talking to a different person.
The simple logic.
It's simple, but it's not.
It is
sense
very
does that-
simple, man, because
Simple
it's simple for the fact that would Will Smith have walked up there and done the same to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
I don't know.
Oh, stop it. Oh, stop the cap. Oh, come on. I don't know. See, now she's being disingenuous. The answer to the question is no. Will Smith would not have done the same thing to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Of course not. Why? Because The Rock would have broke his puny ass. That's why. But for this woman to sit here and say, well, I don't know that he would have. Bitch, come on. Like, for real?
Really, nigga?
Come on, man.
Damn right he wouldn't have, because you damn right he wouldn't have, because The Rock
Well,
would
the
have.
response
Excuse me,
would have
hold
been
on, you can't
different from
overtalk me, you
The
can't
Rock,
overtalk me, you
as
can't
was-
overtalk me, you can't overtalk me. Nope.
I apologize.
Dwayne "The Rock"
Jesus.
Johnson would have beat his monkey ass.
Real talk.
Well,
So what I'm trying to get you ladies to understand is you're arguing.
You see how she's striking the pose like she's listening. She does not comprehend anything Kevin is saying. She's trying with all her might. She can't do it. She can't do it. Cigarman85, $5 super chat says, at this point, we should have the Smoke Detector Hall of Fame. I love it. John Klingman, $2, says, think I'm going deaf because I don't hear a beep. Man, I hear it every time, man. Captain Crunch 420, welcome back, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Says Donovan, what is the correct way of dealing with men who disrespect your lady? Is there a process of escalation depending upon the type of disrespect? it really depends upon the kind of disrespect. What Chris Rock did was not disrespectful to Jada Pinkett. It wasn't. He said, Jada, love you. Can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane Part 2 or something to that effect. Everybody thought it was funny, including Will Smith. The only person in that entire auditorium who didn't think it was funny was Jada Pinkett. That was it. And that was all it took to put a battery in Will's back to go up there and do something, to do some dumb shit. But I take you back to a scene, Rocky 3. For all of my Rocky guys out there, Clubber Lang had to play the waiting game because Balboa had just become champion. He'd been champion for, a couple of years, had a few title defenses, hadn't really fought anybody. Well, Clubber Lang was the hungry #1 contender, right? And he tried to get Balboa to fight him all these other times until they unveiled the Rocky statue at the Rocky Steps, probably roughly 8 miles due east of here. And what did Clubber Lang do? He did the one thing that he knew Rocky would respond to. He made a pass at Adrian. He said, "Hey, woman." He said, "I bet you stay up at night dreaming about what a real man is like." He said, "I'll tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment and I'll show you a real man." Rocky lost it. He tried to go after T. Now, if somebody disrespects your woman like that, you got to kick their ass. But men don't disrespect women like that these days, at least not out in the open. And what Chris Rock did was not even close to disrespectful, not in the least. So the correct way of dealing with men who disrespect your lady, it really depends upon the situation, but is there an escalation? Yeah. Whoa, bruh, watch yourself. Like, you're talking to my lady here. Show her some respect. And if he continues to disrespect her, then, well, you got to handle your business. Behind closed doors. Geeky Anomaly, $5 says, "I'm a 304. Let me play you the song of my people. Chirp, chirp, chirp." That is the call of the 304. Theo Off, $10, says, "There's only so much that black men can take. It's time to choose differently." Dude, Theo's had enough. He's had enough. He's seen enough. Listen, man, I got off this narcotic a long time ago. This woman is 53 years old. Francois, I like the way you spelled that. $10 says, "I'm floored. How many people don't understand the difference between an open-handed slap and a close-fisted punch? I keep reading several headlines saying he punched him. No, he did not punch Chris Rock. He smacked him like the bitch Will Smith is. You don't smack another man for disrespecting your woman. You knock him the fuck out. But that was not a knockoutable offense. Of course, that just this just shows how feeble-minded Will Smith is. Technomage B5, $5, says, "Jada, 4 days before the Oscar, says, quote, 'I don't give two craps what people feel of this bald head of mine. I love it.'" That was off TMZ. I remember that. Everybody's making a big deal of alopecia. She chose to cut. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Chris Rock was up there doing his job. Stephen Ortiz, $5, says, "Get the likes up, gentlemen. Get them up." 22,674 people watching. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Mark LeBrant says, "You should add chirp to the soundbar." Yeah, I think, you know what? That's a good idea. But if I continue to break down Kevin Samuels videos, I'm not going to need it on the soundbar. Let's continue.
In your emotion. But it doesn't make logical sense.
Jay Blaze nailed it. Jada isn't worth smacking a guy for. That's exactly my point. The treatment, see, Jada Pinkett is not the type of bitch you smack another man for. Okay? She's not. She ain't. Okay? Devin is the type of woman I trained and coached her to be who she is. If another man disrespected her blatantly, then yeah, as a man, I got to handle that. But if it were me and Devin in the crowd, and Devin would never shave. I mean, dude, oh my God. She would never, ever do that. But even if she had some sort of alopecia, whatever the case may be, and Chris Rock says, "Hey, Dev, love you. Can't wait to see G.I. Jane Part 2. I'd have laughed my ass off. Matter of fact, I'd have ran up to Chris Rock, gave him a hug and a hand pound. I'd have been like, cool.
Make it make logical sense.
She can't, Kevin.
Well, you want me to make it logical sense, Kevin?
Yeah.
And the logical sense for me would be, I don't see where Will Smith was wrong.
Oh my God.
I see where Chris Rock was being very disrespectful.
Oh, really?
This is my take on it.
Oh,
Every
boy.
human being has their own take.
Here we go.
We don't know what was going on. These are these people's lives.
Here we go. Here we
All
go.
we're doing is forming an
Well,
opinion.
no, man.
You see how she goes from micro to macro? So Kevin pins her down. Hey, we're going to talk about this. And then she goes macro. Hey, look, in the grand scheme of things, everybody's different and all that other kind of stuff.
I mean, this is where we don't. We live in a country and a
I'm going to open up the phone lines in about 20 minutes, guys.
society of laws where we sit down as a populace and determine right, wrong. And we have sat down in society and said, when you decide to put your hands on somebody else, your rights stop where mine start.
Bingo.
When you do that, we've decided that's against the law. Therefore, all that we are human beings stuff stops. Because we can apply that to anything. You got a house, right?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay. I'm in a bad way. I'm going through a lot of shit. It's hard out here for a pimp. So I decided to break in your house and take out
Did this nigga really say it's hard out here for a pimp? My man, Kevin.
your shit.
Well, it's hard out here for a pimp.
I ain't had sex in a long time. It's hard out here for a pimp. So you know what? I'm a little hard up, a little horny. So I roll up on you and knock you in the back of your head and whatever happened.
Oh, but he's
Oh,
human.
those things will make very common, clear sense.
Yeah, you see how she's silent? Oh, now all of a sudden it's not extreme anymore, is it? Right? If somebody had rolled up on her and did that or broken her house, what? I mean, what? All of a sudden he's just gonna, well, he's human, officer. No, it doesn't matter. He is human. It's against the fucking law. Cryomancer, $10, says she must be comfortable with it to some degree. She was rocking a bald head out to the Oscars. Real talk. Oddstrike, $10, says, I actually applaud slaps for initiating a duel. It's like saying, quote, I don't need to knock you out with a surprise attack. Your turn to escalate if you so choose. But it wasn't justified in this case. Dude, I'm trying to tell you. Not even close. Not even close. Cigar Man, $5, says they are trying to switch the narrative that violence is okay as long as you protect the black queens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Cigar Man, you just fucked up the show. That's dude, that's the point of the show. That is the point of the show. What they are trying to do is they are trying to directly and indirectly justify violence against other black men at the behest of a black woman. Chris Rock did absolutely nothing wrong. He was doing his job, and he was doing his job well. He was doing his job, and he was doing his job well. Devin says in the chat, you can't hit a comedian for making a joke. What are we doing? Exactly. Philip J, $10, says this hyena wouldn't have admitted to being illogical if she tripped over the truth. Come on. These are the mothers. Any questions?
She belongs to the streets.
Oops, wrong one.
But when we put it as slap versus disrespect, that's gray.
Yeah. See that?
Come on, man. It's against the law.
Real talk. What you got?
Well, Kevin, let's not forget we didn't write the laws.
Oh
That's
my
number
Will
God.
Smith signed
Okay.
Will Smith is a
So the fact that we didn't write the laws makes it okay for us to break the law. Got it.
member of the Academy. He signed a contract that has code of conduct. They're not
Clearly, he
supposed to
broke
do
that
anything
conduct.
that's supposed to make the Academy look bad. If you look, ma'am,
This chick.
you're trying to argue a point instead of just saying
You
Will.
wanted somebody to disagree with
I
you.
do, but I want you to understand why you can feel one thing, but if okay, let me ask you this.
Uh-oh.
What would the world look like if if the world operated according to your way? People just act on how they feel. Once they've crossed the line. What would society look like?
It would look exactly like it's looking right now today, Kevin.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me with this? Are you serious with this? This woman is using every play in the black woman argument playbook. She's not making any sense. It would look exactly like the way. No, it wouldn't. We'd be running around. Dude, it would be a lawless society. It'd be anarchy. Laws are on the books for a reason. There's a reason why you get in trouble when you go up and you assault people. It's to keep people from assaulting people. If you assault somebody just for some shit that they say, you're the one with the problem. Guys, I'm a 4-time convicted felon. I know all about this. It took me years to finally get a hold of my temper. I'm not proud of the things that I've done, but the laws are on the books for a reason. What are we doing?
It would look exactly. It would mirror.
Oh, she just
I
thought,
think you're,
this bitch thought she just dropped the mic.
yeah, I think you're being a little hyper. What state do you live in?
I live in California. I live in Marin City, California.
I think you're being very hyperbolic. We don't live in a society like that.
Of course
a
not.
society like that, you couldn't even. It's called The Purge.
Oh,
you ever seen
yes.
a movie called The Purge?
There it is.
That's
yeah,
what. Okay, or you ever see The Walking Dead or something like that?
Yeah,
Man,
dystopian.
you don't live in a world where people can just do what the hell they want to.
Well, in a sense, they do.
No, not
they
in
don't.
a sense.
Listen to
they
this.
don't because they fear the law.
There you go.
Will Smith walked up to another black man who's a family man, who has children, who has a mother and father, who has fans. This is
Unbelievable.
Chris Rock we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
And he went and open slapped him. And you're saying that we don't know what Will Smith is going through. We don't have to know.
Fuck out of here with that.
I don't understand why you're saying we should understand Will Smith when that's wrong.
And I don't understand why Chris Rock didn't get his lick back.
Oh my God.
That's all what I don't understand.
Unbelievable.
But
This bitch really just, and this is why the title of the show is the show. Black mother proves to Kevin Samuels why they're dangerous to black men. Guys, this bitch is sitting here endorsing Will Smith and Chris Rock throwing blows over Jada Pinkett on international TV on the biggest day on the movie calendar. This woman is endorsing that. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. And look how proud she is. Man, oh yeah, he should have got his lick back. Oh, you proud of that, ain't you?
that's a whole nother subject.
Unbelievable.
So-
Look at her. This bitch, look at the look on this bitch's face. She thinks she dropped the fucking mic. This bitch really thinks that she just dropped the mic. Well, that's just all there is to it. This woman has no idea how absolutely ignorant and stupid she looks. This is who runs the black community, y'all. This is who runs the black community. And I've been saying this for years. This is why black men, myself included, this is why we react emotionally, because most black people are raised by black women. If the black community were run by black men, Minneapolis would not have gone under siege after what happened to you-know-who. Oh, no. No. The black community would have reacted with logic and reason and rationale rather than going out and destroying everything. Had Will Smith been raised by a strong father, number one, he never marries Jada Pinkett in the first place. And number two, if Jada Pinkett were someone else and Chris Rock made a joke about that, he would have reacted like he did and stayed his ass in the seat. No, this woman is trying to put the battery in the back of two black men. Yeah, let's you and him fight. No, fuck that.
So you really think you really
Unbelievable.
don't see an issue with what Will Smith did?
Unbelievable.
Not at that moment.
Unbelievable. Not
What,
Because
is,
I've
what,
had
does,
to
what does
slap
that mean at that
somebody
moment?
on-
What does that mean
on
at
the
that
moment.
moment? Hold on. When you say at that moment, what do you mean?
I mean, just the heat of the moment. He's
Okay.
looking at his wife pissed
Okay.
off.
How?
This woman is just, she's, okay, well, listen, that's not surprising to me. She's being a typical woman. Yeah, let's just react emotionally in the heat of the moment. In the heat of the moment means that you're reacting emotionally and impulsively. There is no heat of the moment excuse for this. Do you guys hear what this woman is endorsing? Do you guys understand? Do you guys understand why a lot of black women are dangerous to black men? Do you understand? Again, it is, and it's funny because I know I'm going to get people in my comments or in the chat, and my assistant will probably, I tell her to don't even look at that. Don't even tell me. Oh, well, white women are dangerous to black men too. All women are dangerous to all men. Black women especially are extremely dangerous to black men. This woman, again, she is justifying a man committing a borderline felony on international TV against another black man for a perceived disrespect of an ain't shit black woman. That's right, I said it. Jada Pinkett ain't shit. She ain't never been shit. She ain't never gonna be shit. The bitch got lucky when she got with Will Smith. Listen, you can say what you want about non-black women. I'll tell you this. I have never, ever, ever been encouraged by, either directly or indirectly, to go fight another man for a woman. One of my ex-girlfriends, man. Dude, I dated her years and years ago. Dude, she was honestly, she's probably the hottest, she's the hottest little spinner I've ever laid my eyes on. She was 5 foot nothing, maybe 100 pounds. She was a little thing. She was feisty, but she never, ever, ever put me in a situation where I had to fight somebody over some shit that she did. She was feisty, and she was a lot of fun, but never, ever disrespectful. Never, ever. She never, ever, ever put me in a position like this. Ever. You look at your girlfriend, what, you gonna let that nigga talk about me like that? Never. But black men, we should date sisters, right? We should date women with this mentality. Yeah, I would want my husband to do that for me. Stupid bitch.
How old is your son?
My son is 19.
19.
Yes.
Beautiful time. Also, dangerous time for us as young.
Well, see, but you know, you
just cut me off. You just cut me off. No. That's not. We don't do that. We don't do that, man. That's one thing I do not allow ever.
Okay.
It's just disrespectful. Now you gotta.
I apologize.
And now here comes the filibuster.
Beautiful time for a young black. Beautiful time.
And her loser ass fucking son. Hey, what's up, Kevin Samuels? Jesus, dude, this is a whole dumpster fire. Aye. Lord Sinister, $5 says, how was what Will Smith did not considered toxic masculinity? Easy. What he did was not masculine. What he did was feminine. That was toxic femininity. That was 100% toxic femininity.
Also a dangerous time for a young black man, especially in California.
You're right.
If a young black man, when your son will have an argument and the other decide to take your son's life, just in the heat of the moment, would you? I mean, come on, man, you can't make that.
Look at her.
Absolutely not.
And listen to her double down. Listen.
Okay, but that's where that ends, though, man.
There it is.
You said Chris should have got his lick back, and then where does that end?
Look.
See, can I? Do you mind?
Go ahead. What does it end?
Do you mind? She's not even listening.
Okay,
go ahead.
Okay, let me say this. This generation, as you
boy.
and I are.
See, she did it again. Guys, there's no. Kevin nailed her down on a talking point. Can I respond? Okay, this generation, she went from micro to macro. That's how these women do this.
Are in the same age bracket. This generation has no idea what it means to fist fight. They don't do that anymore. So if it's a slap, I prefer a slap than a bullet any day of the week.
My God.
So,
but man, we're talking about the Oscars. We're not talking about on the basketball court.
What does that mean? Because you're in a.
What do you mean? What does it
mean? What does it mean, ma'am?
This bitch is really sitting here acting like the basketball court is the same environment as the fucking Oscars.
Okay, no disrespect, ma'am, but there's one thing where men are competing or such and so forth. There's another thing where a man just said, "Can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see you." And Will Smith throws his head back in an open belly laugh. You did see that, right?
Yeah, it wasn't an open belly laugh.
It was.
Oh, see? Do you see what she's doing now? See what she's doing? She's doing that. She's doing the typical black woman move. Disagree with everything, no matter how much sense it makes. It was an open belly laugh. We all saw it. But this woman, with her hand on her chin, that wasn't an open belly laugh.
Ma'am, threw his head back. Ha ha ha. Ma'am, this has been, trust me, I don't just get up here and say stuff.
Okay.
Okay. He laughed. Threw his head back. Ha ha ha. Okay. And then he goes and walks up and slaps a man. That's not a fight. Will Smith didn't have a problem with it initially until he saw his wife's response. And then he decided to go attack another man on her behalf.
Right.
So he said.
Right.
So.
Would you want your husband to do the same?
Uh-oh. Absolutely.
Listen to her.
Okay.
Do you see? Look. Absolutely. See how she's all big and bold now? Now listen how stupid Kevin makes her look.
And you better slap him twice.
Okay, I hear you.
Got it.
You be willing to visit your husband in the penitentiary.
Look at her. You see the look on her face? She's like, yeah, slap him twice. Yeah, look at me. Da-da-da-da-da.
And lose all that money and resources and everything else.
Look at her.
And you'd stay with him.
Look at her.
So allow someone to blatantly, publicly.
Excuse me, ma'am. No, ma'am. You would stay with him through the legal process, through the loss of property,
man. Unbelievable.
Anything that came with it, you'd stay with him.
Hell no.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Bitch, no, you wouldn't. See, this is the problem with black women. They never think past tomorrow. They never think past fucking Friday. Hey, that nigga disrespected me, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so your man goes over there and handles him. He gets arrested. He gets sentenced to 5 years in prison for what? You ain't finna go see him. But now she's absolutely, I'd stay with him. This bitch is lying through her goddamn teeth. ProMan1, $5, says, last week, we didn't know what a woman was. Today, slap to protect a woman. Yeah, right? John Klingman, $2, says it would be anarchy. I agree. Ruben Gonzalez, $10, says, all of this is an attack on masculinity by feminized men. That I would wholeheartedly agree with. Johnny with the $50 super chat. Wow. Says, we now clearly see what has really been holding back the black race. Black men like myself are done with the hyena mindset. There you go, man. There you go. Johnny sees the light. Theo Waff sees the light. I constantly got brothers and sisters in my comments. Donovan's a sellout. Donovan's, well, at least when I used to read my comments. I don't know how they feel about it now. But y'all, this is, come on, man. I've been preaching this shit for years. Is there, I mean, is there not any, there's no more excuses, guys. There's no more excuses. This is the woman raising our black men, y'all. Go commit a felony against another black man, possibly harming or possibly even ending his life. Your ass ends up in prison because he disrespected me. Sorry.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you, ma'am.
Here we go.
I don't understand. So I don't get why y'all say disrespect. He told a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah. There you go.
You said that's disrespect to the point that we should allow assault?
This fucking bitch, dude. Look at her.
He did what he did.
Unbelievable. See?
No, that's not what I asked.
He did what he did. What the fuck? Dude, is this chick high?
You're asking me about someone else?
Yeah, because you're saying that. So, and I'm gonna tell you, man. I'll be honest. Are you married, by the way?
I'm sorry.
Did you say you were married or not?
Yes.
Women who think like you are dangerous for men.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I'll tell you why.
This is it.
Why?
Because the reason Will behaved the way he did is because Jada supports that kind of stuff.
There you go.
After all, she was down for Tupac. You're talking about two megastar black men being reduced to a slap and fisticuffs over a benign joke.
There you go. There it is. Look at her. She ain't got shit to say now.
Who's the joke on now?
Oh my
Black
God.
men.
What in the fuck? Oh, there it is. Now
We
what?
look like some goddamn fools.
There you go.
Yep.
Or do we look like protectors?
No,
of
we
our
look like
family?
fools.
Unbelievable.
We
Or
look
do
like
we
fools.
look
This
fucking
Will
look
Smith,
like
protectors?
fools to
Bitch.
to the world.
Oh my
To
The
each
God.
man-
other?
excuse me,
'Cause that's
ma'am.
all that
To the,
matters.
why do you
Oh
think?
my
Okay, I
God.
want you to understand why do you think I'm going so hard for this? This man, Will Smith, and his wife have had a interesting relationship. Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
She openly called her husband to Red Table Talk to discuss an entanglement with her son's friend who was a junkie.
There you go. Now what? Now what? Look, she ain't got shit to say now. You see? Chris Rock disrespected blah 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 blah. But now that he's talking about the transgressions of Jada Pinkett, now all of a sudden she's quiet. Shut the fuck up with that, man.
That's disrespectful.
There you go.
You're absolutely right.
And women who exhibit that kind of disrespectful behavior towards their husbands do not deserve to put a battery in anybody's back. Nope.
Where was the smoke for Jada? Where was the smoke for August? Where was the smoke for any of that? Chris Rock, a friend, a colleague,
Unbelievable, man. This is insane.
Will Smith made a joke about Jada, love you, G.I. Jane, can't wait to see you. He didn't say, hey, Jada, how does August taste or feel? Or he didn't say anything like that. It was not disrespectful.
See that?
It was about as
See that?
benign of a joke as you can get.
Can I please?
Go ahead.
It's only disrespectful
Oh,
to the
boy.
person that's feeling disrespected.
Oh my God.
Now,
That's what comedians do,
someone-
ma'am.
give me
That's what
one more.
comedians
This
do,
woman.
though, ma'am. That's what comedians
sorry?
do. Okay, ma'am, can we agree, though, on one thing?
What's that?
Is that not what comedians do? That's their
You know
job.
what?
description.
Crickets. Crickets.
There's a
job
thin
description.
line. between
There's no thin line. No, man.
disrespect
No,
and
no,
a
no,
joke.
no, no. Absolutely not. There is no thin line. If you watch the
Uh-oh, Kevin's starting to get heated.
Kings of
Starting to
Comedy,
get heated.
Bernie Mac, Steve
Uh-huh,
Harvey,
uh-huh.
Cedric Entertainment,
Said.
and D.L. Hewley, he made his name on roasting the audience.
Well, there
Ma'am,
you go. Now
if
what?
if you are in the Oscars, they bring comedians there to pierce the ego. That's why they're there. Have you ever asked why the Oscars is hosted by comedians?
Why is that,
They
Kevin?
do it to not take themselves so seriously.
There you go.
That's the purpose. Chris Rock was at work doing what comedians are supposed to do, poking fun and making light of things that you and I can't do.
Well,
Who even knows if he knew that woman had alopecia? How about this? If she didn't have
About to put her-
alopecia,
dude, you can tell this woman's about to put her foot in her mouth again.
would it be disrespectful?
I don't, Kevin, honestly.
Answer the
that
question.
Be
You know,
fair. man.
okay.
Would it be fair if she
Any-
just cut
any
her hair off? Would it be if she
any
cut her
low
hair
blow
off? Would it be
is
disrespectful?
disrespect.
Huh?
Any low blow.
No, ma'am. No,
It's
ma'am. No, ma'am. No, 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 ma'am. No, ma'am.
This
Comedians. Comedians.
This bitch,
I've had,
dude.
no. If she didn't have alopecia, would it be disrespect?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So
If it made her feel uncomfortable, if it made her feel like
Hashtag believe all women. That made me feel uncomfortable. Go hit him.
that inside of herself and her husband felt that energy from his wife, yes. It
Unbelievable.
was disrespectful.
I need you to understand. I'm trying to be serious here, ma'am. Are you
No, I-
listening?
yeah.
Are you listening to what coming out of your mouth? You're saying that
Nope.
comedians have to calibrate their humor based upon people's potential up and down feelings at any one given moment.
Can I respond?
Yes.
Either you're going to, up and down people's feelings, or you're going to get slapped. You never know what may come your way.
Oh my
They
God.
had comedians,
Oh.
people throwing stuff at the comedians on the stage.
What is this, 1953? Nobody throws tomatoes at comedians on stages anymore. Somebody tell this bitch this is 2022, man. This ain't the roaring 20s. EP Signature says thinking like this will get a man killed. You're goddamn right. This is unbelievable. Crime Answer, $5 says it's amazing. How many Chad and Tyrone chasers outed themselves with the quote with the hashtag I stand with Will? Yes, they do, because the Chad doesn't fight over 304s. Stupid. 100%. Ibn Zur says the logic displayed on the show was disappointing. Roger Francisco says I'll bet he was pillow talking, pardon me, like he woulda, shoulda, and she said he better or it would be hell to pay. Dude, he gave her a look. He gave her a look, man. He gave her a look. Or he gave her a look. She gave him a look. And that was all he needed to do.
It's only so much that people you can't do that to people and laugh it
Oh
off.
shit, man! These people come to the.
Do
Oh,
what
no,
to
man,
people?
absolutely not. This is crazy, man.
Dude.
It's not like these women. It's
is
not like she
unbelievable.
was forced to come.
Nope.
She didn't have to attend.
Nope.
She's been at these things. See, y'all, and I want you guys to understand. This is how far many women, black women in
Yes.
particular, will go to
Yes.
defend black women.
There it is. There it is.
And what's wrong with that?
Because you're not above God. You're not above the law. What the French toast is wrong with y'all?
Wait a minute. We all we got, Kevin.
You're not. If this is
All we got? Is she really trying to pull? Is she really trying to? Oh my God.
what it is, we don't need you.
Uh-oh.
Do you not need us?
Because
We all we got.
because this is dangerous to
Shit.
us as men.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's your alternative?
Get with white girls. That's my alternative. That's my goddamn alternative. She asked the question, I'm going to answer it. Yo, brothers, black men, do better. It's time to do better, man. It's time to do better. It is time to do better. Do not deal with women like this. Don't deal with women like this. Are all black women like this? Of course not. But enough of them are. Enough of them are to warrant concern. Enough of them are. Enough black women share this mindset, this hyena mindset, enough to the point to where the top black men are no longer dating sisters. Your boy among them. Do not get with women. Dude, this woman is literally endorsing putting her man husband in danger because of something she said she felt. This is, guys, this will get you fucking killed. This will get you killed, fam. Unbelievable. Slambright, $5 says this is exactly what the problem is. Women want a man to defend his woman when they don't want to get wrecked. But all the other time, misogyny. Unbelievable. Basil Denson, $5 says Tiffany Haddish was supportive of Will Smith's behavior, which is crazy. Chris is a bigger man than me because I would have lost my mind if Will did that to me. I'm telling you what, man, it would. Mark LeBrant, $5 says the question should be asked if it was Jada instead of Chris Rock. Then he would already be in jail. Double standards with the law. Well, yeah. Lord Sinister, $10 says no one is saying that Will couldn't have addressed the situation. I mean, all he had to do was pull Chris to the side and talk to him. Chris would have immediately apologized. Right. But Will went up there and made himself look like an absolute fucking idiot. Unbelievable. This is incredible what this woman is saying. Dre Raven, $5 says bitch slapping someone over a joke is like using a 10-pound sledgehammer to hang a picture frame.
Yep.
That's right. You guys are on point. Ryan Decipher, $5 says this is the kind of woman that encourages her son to be tough no matter what. And then when the streets claim him, she wants to cry injustice and racism. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Yep. If someone disrespects your mama, if someone disrespects your black queen, you go kick his ass. They're not playing out here in these streets, Mom. Will Smith did that to Chris Rock because he knew Chris Rock was not going to do nothing back. Fuck out of here. I can't. Dude, this woman. Rebel 5150 says men who aren't good with women know women are dangerous.
who doesn't look like you, know you, or
Here we go.
even-
Here we go.
Have you been watching my show?
Oh yes, I have. My son has me hooked.
Nope.
Excuse me. Do you think Jada Pinkett Smith is the ideal wife for a black man?
Nope.
She's the average wife for a black man in 2022.
Oops. Now that I agree with.
Y'all better pay attention. I want you
You
to
don't
understand.
think so?
Ma'am, I'm gonna go there.
don't
This
think
is
the average
excuse me, man.
black
Hold on,
man
whoa,
is
check
Jada
that shit.
Pinkett?
Now hold on, wait. I'll let you rock, but you won't do that to me. This is who's raising these girls. I want you to understand. This is who's raising these girls. This is their mama.
Yep.
Sir, whoever you are is my fan. Your mama's out of her damn mind. You out of your motherfucking mind.
Real talk. Uh-oh. Oh shit, you done made Kevin cuss.
Bam. We don't need women who think like this. That
Hell
you get
no.
up here and put a battery in your back and you assault somebody just because they told a joke.
Fuck out of
See,
here.
you're taking it too lightly.
I'm not
You keep
taking it too
saying a
lightly.
joke.
I'm taking it the
A
fact that, ma'am, it's not like they were walking down the street and somebody said, damn, your wife got a ball in his head. We're talking about
matter.
don't overtalk me. We're talking about two public figures, two stars. And Jada Pinkett Smith is known for putting her business out there. I'm not taking it too lightly. You're taking this shit too seriously. If they were that insulted, why didn't they get up and leave?
There you go.
Kevin.
Why didn't they get
See,
up and
she
leave?
can't answer the question. She can't answer it.
You know, see,
Here she goes. Go macro.
I don't know why.
There it is.
Like I said in the beginning, I don't disagree with what he did. And I don't believe I'm out of my mind. And this,
Well, crazy people don't know they're crazy.
You would want your son to risk his
Whatever.
freedom.
I just
Uh-oh.
You want your son, so you would want your son to
People do what
risk.
they do.
You would want your son to risk his freedom and his acquisition and everything else,
There you go.
and for something like this.
May I?
Yes,
Here she goes.
That's not the point I'm trying to
yes,
get
it is.
Oh,
That's the point I'm asking. Chris Rock, Will Smith is someone's son, just like Chris
Okay.
Rock. Would you want your son to risk his freedom?
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so you don't want your son to risk his freedom, but you're okay with Will Smith doing it for an ain't shit basic ass bitch.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Do you understand that she is contradicting herself?
Would I want my son to not defend his family and his wife
Here we
and
go.
be disrespected in front of people that hate your people?
Oh,
And you
boy.
gonna sit up
Wait a
here
minute, wait,
Oh,
whoa. What are you making?
boy.
You're making this,
Uh-oh.
okay, ma'am. You're making this a
Uh-oh.
black and white
and
issue.
I will not.
This-
I will
Oh
stand
no,
up
Oh.
and I will be
no,
just
now,
like
now. See, I want you to understand, people. This is who's raising
There it
these
is.
girls.
That's it.
And
This is why they are so. Nope. This is why they
Don't
are
do that.
so. This is why they are so out. No, ma'am. This is who.
Don't do that.
Oh, I will do that. Trust me, I will do that. This is who's raising these girls. She has made this a black and white
cannot
issue, a
believe this.
racial issue. This is somebody, a black man, telling a joke about a black woman who's a celebrity, and you're making it everything it does. They will go to this length other than hold black women accountable.
Bingo. This is the problem with black women. This is the problem with black women. I'm going to say it again. This is the problem with black women. They will endorse anything and everything to avoid holding each other accountable. You are willing, you're telling me that you would be okay with your son risking his freedom and his life, to keep you from acknowledging that you need to be held accountable. No, Jada needs to be held accountable. But instead of holding Jada accountable for this dumpster fire that is the Smith family debacle, yeah, put yourself, well, defending his family and this and that and the third, you can defend your family without breaking the law, bitch.
They want you to jump out of the window and do this shit.
not true.
You just said, ma'am, I'll let the audience in the
true.
comments decide.
She's
Ma'am,
just
I'll
not
let the audience
true.
in the comments
See?
decide.
And you know what? It's okay.
Of course it is.
No, it's not okay.
Because you don't have to pay the consequences
There
for
it
your
is.
foolishness.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
There it is. There it is. That's it. You see how black dude, I'm telling you, man. This is why we know black women don't respect black men. As far as they're concerned, we're an expendable commodity. We're an expendable commodity. A black man should defend his black queen. A black man should da-da-da-da-da. So what, y'all want to just point at niggas, be like, hey, he said something about me. He looked at me funny. I'm feeling some type of way about him. We just jump to your aid? No. No, I'm going to pass on that.
Black man would. Your
Who is
husband would.
'Cause
Your son would. See, black men, it's okay because you're the one that'll be dead.
That's right.
You're the
That's
one
right.
to be in jail.
See that?
And women like her
See, it's real easy for her to talk like this. It's real, oh, yeah, of course, yeah, go defend your family, blah, 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 when you ain't got to be the one to pay the consequences.
will be out doing what the French toast they're doing.
Not true.
Yes, true. Let your lying ears determine the truth of what you just heard.
Invocator, $5, says, Chris Rock ain't no joke. These pictures of him, there's pictures of him looking ripped. Yeah, he ain't no slouch. Rizgeezy 40, $5, says, I have no desire to date these types of women. Nope. Brothers, we got to do better. We got to do better out here, man. Look, listen, man, this is why black men who have higher value are no longer dating black women, guys. We see it all the time. We see it on Kevin's show. We see it on Myron's show. Y'all see him. This is it. Basil Denson, $2, says, that's why I'm transferring to UCF. Okay. Slambright, $2, says, saying Jada ain't shit is nice. She's much worse. Yeah, Jada ain't shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Devin says, oh, but she's going to have Will on her podcast to talk about the debacle, so she'll profit from his humiliation. Yes. Lumberjack Samurai says, Molly Karam from ESPN was standing up for Will. Molly Karam is no longer married to Jalen Rose. She's now fucking Stephen A. Smith. She's just, making her way through the building. GIU, $5 super stick. Appreciate that.
Once again, we can agree to disagree, and it's okay. I'm sure everything in the Smith family will be all right.
What about the Rock family?
Uh-oh.
I'm sure,
So if the Rock family felt some kind of way, what if okay, let's just play it your way. What if Miss Rock
Here we go.
said, you know what? It's all fair. Will smacked you. So I'm gonna go shoot Will because he disrespected my
What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now?
My ex-husband. That's my family.
Look, crickets.
We'd be all right with that.
Well, then we got
Motherfucking
a
crickets.
murder mystery popping off.
No
right?
murder
So,
mystery. She walks up and no murder mystery. She walks up and caps Will,
Yeah.
and it's all fair play, right?
Look at
Kevin, why do you have
See
to go
that?
to the
See
extreme?
that?
Because sometimes I'll tell you why I go to the extreme. Because it's the only way to get some black women's attention.
Oh,
Not true.
Ma'am,
See,
you just proved it.
You
she's
don't
just
have to go
disagreeing.
to
You
the
just
extreme to get our
okay.
attention.
What does it end, ma'am? What does it end? You say it's disrespect of family. Okay, Chris Rock is a man. He got family.
Yeah.
You say he should have got his lick back. Okay, he getting his lick back. Oh, she getting her lick back. See, when you go violence, it never stops.
Nope.
And violence can escalate. And what you don't want to seem to recognize is, ma'am, this was a petty infraction that you want to make a big global issue about protecting
It wasn't even an infraction. It was a joke.
black woman's ego and such. Jada Pinkett Smith is not a shrinking violet.
Oh no.
May I?
Oh no.
May I?
Go ahead.
Okay.
This is unbelievable.
What would you have done, Kevin?
Oh, here she
Which
goes.
position?
Which
position?
Just give me one moment. Sitting at the Oscars with your wife.
This is funny. She thinks she's got him checkmate. This is funny as shit. Look at her attitude. What would you have done, Kevin?
Who's suffering a sickness.
You're asking me if I was
which
Will
is
Smith. You're asking me if I was Will Smith. What would I have done?
I was trying to give my.
Well, you've already. I mean,
communication
it's either one or the other, and we don't
first.
need the mom. We got
Okay.
another show. If I was Will Smith, what I would have done?
If
Is
you
that
were
what you're asking?
Kevin, what would you have done?
Man, I would have let it ride.
That's right.
Oh.
Yep.
I would have let it ride
Hell
because
yeah.
I'm Will motherfucking Smith.
Damn right.
You're Jada Pinkett.
Look how disappointed she is. Oh, I'm making Kevin Samuels look stupid because he said he would let it ride. This woman has no idea how ignorant she looks right now. Black women, if you're watching, yo, if you're a quality black woman out there, y'all need to, dude, sisters, you guys need to disassociate with women like this. Sisters, you have way too many women in your ranks, like this woman right here, who are fucking it up for the good ones. Fucking it up for the good ones. These women are fucking y'all's game up. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah. You got alopecia. He said G.I. Jane.
Unbelievable.
You ain't dying of pancreatic cancer. You're in a gorgeous green gown on the red carpet. He don't even know. Before I'm going to put my hands on a man, I'm going to know that it was an insult. He
Damn
don't
right.
even know why, if Chris Rock knew his wife had alopecia. You don't know any of that stuff. You're just assuming it. But let's assume that Chris Rock knew she had alopecia. And Chris Rock was being malicious about it. Let's just assume that. Let's assume that Chris Rock is an evil, dirty motherfucker. I still would have let it ride because I'm Will motherfucking Smith. And when no, you asked me. And when I won my Oscar, I would have used my bully pulpit to make him look like a fool and to gain even more, and then highlight my wife and bring attention to the disease she's suffering from and bring awareness to it. See, we still forget we are of Malcolm and Martin, not this bullshit. There's a better way to handle this than violence, and I am not going to forget our people are above this shit. You can pipe this shit all you want to.
Whoops.
We need better from us.
And I agree.
Then don't tell me, then you ask me what I would have done. Will Smith
but
could have done that too. I mean, he is an actor.
It's okay.
She's not making
not
any
okay.
sense.
It's not okay. It's an international TV.
This is
He
insane.
is trained. These people have media people and PR. They're trained for this kind of stuff.
But he's a human.
There she goes.
You're
Emotions.
so
There she
fucking
goes.
what?
He's a human. He has emotions, bitch. That don't make it right. That don't make it right. Do you see how she thinks he's human as an automatic trump card? No, bitch. Will Smith committed a crime. Period. He's human. He has emotions.
That is not an excuse.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Are you
and I want
kidding
you guys
me?
to understand, these are the
This woman just said the fact that Will Smith is a human and goes through emotions, she literally just said that is an excuse. Yep. Yep. Cigar Man 85, yeah, says she just wants to be right no matter what. Yeah, right now she at this point she's in disagree mode. She's in disagree mode. This woman has no respect for black men. She doesn't respect her son, doesn't respect her husband. She doesn't respect black men because she's willing to just throw black men into the slaughter over some bullshit. Unbelievable. And now at this point, she's just going back and forth with Kevin because she didn't want to admit fault. Crime answer $5 says, wait a minute, where's these strong independent women at? Equal rights, equal fight. Let Jada's ass handle that, right? Ant Tycoon with a $50 super chat. Holy moly. Says, I told my girl the other day, when Rollo and Donovan and black women are in the same room, the subconscious respect they have for Rollo versus Donovan is extremely visible. Black women respect a message, just not when it comes from a black man. You know, it's interesting. When me and Troy were on, that was the legendary I Would Never Date You podcast with Juicy. Troy was literally saying exactly the same thing I was saying. He wasn't met with any sort of resistance from the other black women. Not Juicy, not Shea Butter, nobody. Dollface, nobody. Nobody. But as soon as and I'm a well-spoken black man too. I'm not all niggified. I'm not all now, you know, I got the tattoos and the criminal record, but I mean, I articulate well. I'm intelligent. I'm well-to-do. It's not like I'm out here acting It's not like I'm out here, talking like hooked on Ebonics. No, I'm articulate with my points. Nope, still juicy. I disagree. It wasn't even juicy. It was, what was her name? God, what the hell was her name? I forgot her name. She was a hot fucking mess. A hot mess. I disagree. Black women disagree with black men as a default. But then y'all want to know why the best and brightest black men are dating non-black women. Well, the reason is on your screen right there, y'all.
Mother.
Instantaneous.
Shame,
It was
insults, guilt, and the
spontaneous.
need to be right.
Spontaneous.
These are the mothers, and deal with the motherfucking consequences.
There it is. See that?
These are the mothers.
See?
I let this go so y'all can understand. These are the mothers.
Yep.
No logic, no reason, nothing. It's always my way or the highway. And
Damn
you
right.
wonder
Damn right.
why so many women fear their mama. You wonder why so many boys are confused. Nothing.
She ain't got
There's
shit
a
to say
healthy
now.
debate, and then there's just foolishness.
So where's the foolishness?
Oh my
The
God.
fact that there's nothing that will get you out the point that man should have kept his hands to himself. You keep
There it
going
is.
back to the fact that he's human. Well, if he's human, ma'am, then he should pay the consequences.
That's right.
And what's that?
Are you kidding me?
Jail?
Your show now.
Or
Press 1
getting murdered,
to hear.
getting shot
Your
by-
show is scheduled to start in 33 seconds.
Whatever it is, in your world, it's Hatfields and McCoys, man.
Oh shit.
In your world, it's Hatfields and McCoys. But I tell you what, I hope your black son has more sense than you sound like you got.
Oops. Oh. Wow.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And so the phone
Blog
lines,
Talk Radio.
the phone lines are now open. The phone lines are now open. The phone lines are now opened. 516-387-1987. That is 516-387-1987. Give me a second. 516-387-1987. Give your boy a call. Listen. Give me your opinion. Give me your opinion. Give your boy a call, man. Give your boy a call. 516-387-1987. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on this particular situation. Let me read these super chats while I wait for the line to queue up. Technomage B5 says, try telling that to a judge, woman. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Geeky Anomaly, $2 says, then we can just use emotions to excuse EPAR. Exactly. How about that? Ostrike, $5 says, now I understand anti-gun people. He's human. He has emotions. Probably better if he doesn't have a gun then. You think? You think? Unbelievable. Ice Dragon Kid says longer than 13 months, but yeah, well. Brandon Barbie, welcome to chat privileges. At Brandon Barbie. Eric Presley, welcome to chat privileges. At Brandon Barbie. At Eric Presley, to welcome them to the TSR family. Welcome them to the TSR family. I appreciate the support there. Brandon, Eric, if you would, put your age and location in the chat. Your age and location in the chat. Put your age and location in the chat. I want to know what your thoughts are on this. Here's another question I'd like to pose to you guys. And call in if you're feeling some type of way about this. Are black women more dangerous to black men than non-black women? Huh? Are black women more dangerous to black men than non-black women? Are black women more dangerous to black men than non-black women? I think that's a very, very, very good question. I think that is a very, very, very good question. All right. The lines are absolutely jam-packed. The lines are jam-packed. We are about to go to the phone lines. All right, let's go to our first caller. Let's go to Jay Blaze in Maine. Jay Blaze in Maine, you're on Live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Yeah, all these black mothers are ruining it for like making everyone like super emotional.
Yeah.
And not only did Will Smith ruin his night that he's been working 20 years for, that Oscar, you had Stephen Curry and Shaq got a Oscar that was ruined because no one's talking about it.
Right.
And it was the first Oscars ever directed by a black man.
There you go. But what are we talking about today? We're talking about Will Smith assaulting Chris Rock. It's unbelievable.
It's terrible.
It's unbelievable, man. Any last thoughts?
No, thank you for your coming on the other day, and thank you for picking me up.
Absolutely.
Pick up my call.
Yeah, absolutely. Jay Blaze in Maine, longtime supporter. I appreciate the call. Yeah, listen, man, he's right. This was supposed to be a big night for Will Smith, Stephen Curry, Shaquille O'Neal, and Will Smith literally fucked it up for everybody. He fucked it up for everybody. And for what? For what? This man, dude, he fucked everything up for everybody for what? I don't know why I'm not. I think I need to just. Give me a second, guys. I apologize. Hang on, guys. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Now we're good to go. Now we're good. Okay. Let us go. Jesus Christ. Let me get out of here. All right. Let us continue on with the phone lines. 3,145 people watching. Let's go to Silos in New Jersey. Silos in New Jersey. You are on Live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
How's it going, Donovan?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Hello. Good, man. Purchased your 7 audio course. Got my girl in lingerie most of the time. So
there you go.
Yeah, stuff works. Purchase it.
Good. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about this like more in a female, deeper psychological level, right?
Okay.
Like I think women are more in favor of Will Smith's slap because subconsciously they know and see the fact that he's able to get away with it. So girls find that shit hot. They find that shit hot. And at the end of the day, bitches like to flex. But like if their man was an average Joe like me, right? If I'm piping down that girl,
right?
I think that she'll be like, hey, whoa, hey, don't go, hey, stay, don't do it because, she kind of know that there's be more consequences for me. Right.
So that's exactly right.
So what I'm trying to say here is kind of like, he's wrong, but at the end of the day, he has power. He's Will Smith, and he's gonna flex that shit. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, from that, I just want to like to brush like say that point.
Okay.
I disagree with what he did, but yeah, it's a power move, and he's using advantage. He's taking advantage of that, and he's making the best out of it.
I wouldn't say that he's making. I understand where you're coming from, and this is the kind of flex that gets celebrities into trouble. See, Will Smith, and it's interesting because Chris Rock decided not to press charges. All this does really is just continues to perpetuate violent behavior. Because listen, I'm not saying that other black celebrities would do this, but the world just watched Will Smith commit a crime on TV and not get punished for it legally. Now, there are talks of, the Academy might sue and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Will Smith is worth almost $500 million. A fine's not going to do anything. No.
Right.
Jail time, an arrest. That would get people's attention, but because he did it for a black woman, we're never, ever going to see that. I'll give you the last word, Silos.
Well, like at the end of the day, females don't understand violence because they never had to deal with it.
Nope.
So I guess they will never understand where we're actually coming from.
No, I agree. Let me ask you this. How would you have handled that situation?
I wouldn't. I would, play it out. I would just stay. Because if I knew I would suffer consequences, but being Will Smith, I couldn't tell you because, I'm not worth $500 million. But
right.
Maybe he's like, you know what? Like he...
It's hard to say, isn't it?
I also don't think like he snapped and I don't think he snapped because you walked like 50 feet, right? You're not gonna be all pissed off, walk 50 feet. I that kind of seems like a calculated move in a way. I'm not saying that it was planned.
Sure.
But it did seem calculated in the moment. And subconsciously he knew, hey, I could smack this guy, get away with it. So I'm gonna do it. Now I want to be able to get away with it.
Yeah, if it were Will Johnson instead of Will Smith, it'd be a very different story. Silos in New Jersey, I appreciate the call very much. All right, let's go to Geeky Anomaly. Geeky Anomaly in Vegas. What's going on, Geeky? How you doing, brother?
Just enjoying the fine weather out here. Hey, I wanted to come at this from the stand-up comedy angle. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I am feeling a certain type of way about this because the stand-up comic in society plays a very specific role. It's the court jester.
Right.
And just like the court jester is protected, stand-up comedy must be protected. I believe Amy Schumer should be able to get up on stage and make fun of Donald Trump without fear of physical reprisal.
Right.
I believe Tim Allen should be able to get up on stage and make fun of Joe Biden without fear of physical reprisal. The stage is sacred. That is my motto.
Right.
And so once we start allowing Duracell for jokes, when the comedian is a professional on stage getting paid, what's next? The B-list comedian, what's going to happen to him when he cracks a joke about somebody?
Unbelievable, man.
If Chris Rock is not immune anymore, who's next?
Oh, my God. Yeah, and Chris Rock he's one of the most recognizable comedians of all time. And if he can't get away with it, then who can? Dude, that's a very good question, man.
And my final point is this. Before you ask me, how would you have handled it? I tell you how I handle it.
Okay.
Here in Vegas, if I'm dating a girl for a little while and I want to see if she's worth keeping on dating, you know what I do? I wait for the nastiest comedian to show up at the Laugh Factory down at the Tropicana, and I get tickets, front row seats, and I take her. And we sit in the front row, and inevitably that comedian will zero in on us.
That's right.
And he'll make a joke about how she's an escort and how much I paid for her. And if she can't handle it, she ain't for me.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Now, let me ask you this. How should she handle that?
She should understand the distinction that the stage is sacred and either not laugh at all and just blow it off and have thick skin, or laugh because I'm going to laugh.
There you go.
And if she's going to be on my program, she needs to, for the most part, she needs to have my type of sense of humor and understand that the comedy has to be offensive. If it's not offensive, our society doesn't grow.
There you go.
We don't get challenged and think about new ideas.
Wow. Well said. Geeky Anomaly in Las Vegas. Thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate it.
Take care.
All right. Very good. That's a very, very good call. He makes a very good point. If Chris Rock can't tell a joke without getting assaulted, then who can we? Really? That's really what this comes down to. Good call there by Geeky Anomaly. Let us go to Kareem in New York City. Kareem in New York City, you're on Live with Donovan. You go ahead.
Hey, how's it going today, Donovan? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, Kareem? I remember you called in a couple days ago.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me again. I'm doing well. Woke up this morning. Can't complain.
Good. What you got for me?
Yeah. Just 2 points, right?
Okay.
I'm glad Kevin Samuels did this show because it reinforces the points that I made the last time I called. This is the black community in a nutshell.
There you go.
Violence inflicted on other blacks because they don't like what's said.
Right.
I feel this way instead of knowing we want to feel all the time.
Right.
You know, and this Kevin Samuels segment just reinforces it. And we have a group of people that are not willing to inflict the violence on men, so they get other men to do it. Like I've had women tell me that, oh, you know, I go get somebody. I'm like, here's the difference between you and I. I don't have to go get somebody. I can do. You got to go get somebody to do.
Unbelievable.
So
man.
this is what happens. You know, black men are sent on these suicide missions
Against each other.
Women that have no honor to defend. Yes,
Right.
Against each other. And
Right.
when you think about it, Donovan, it makes it, you know why it happens? Because they get punked by all the women in their family at home.
Yep.
So where else can they inflict violence against black men? Because no one cares about black men.
Right.
We don't care about men, period, really.
Nope.
So, you know, hey, it's just another man dead, you know. And second point I wanted to make. You know what this incident takes me back to? The late, great Patrice O'Neal, when he defended Dynamis. What he was basically saying was, let him say what he wants to say so I can say what I want to say.
There you go.
You know, but we live in this culture where people, feels, it's feelings, man.
Yeah,
and
feels before reals.
This is man, we're gonna fall if we keep going in this direction, man. I give us another 50 years, man, going this way. We need to correct now.
Wow, 50 years,
You know,
man.
I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Kareem in the NYC,
you,
thanks
Don.
for checking in, brother. Appreciate that. I'm pretty sure this is the same Kareem, but Kareem Adolphus, welcome to Chat Privileges. At Kareem Adolphus to welcome him to Chat Privileges. Johnny in Chicago, I got you up next. Let me read these super chats here quickly. Johnny Kilby with the $50 super chat. Wow. Says, thank you for strengthening the manosphere. I would love to tell my story. Absolutely. Call in and I will let you tell your story, my friend. Cigarman85 with the $5 super chat says, mothers like her are the #1 reason why many young black men end up on white t-shirts because they love more their own ego rather than their own sons. Wow. End up on white t-shirts. Y'all know what he's talking about. Rest in peace, Lil Wody. Rest in peace, DeAndre, whatever the case may be, letting the balloons up in the air. Went and killed or got killed by someone defending the honor of a black. No, man. Jada Pinkett is not an honorable woman. Will jumping to her defense, that was not justified. Jada Pinkett is not worth defending like that. Not even close. Jada Pinkett is a terrible wife. Is she a terrible human being? I don't know. I really don't care. But I know she's a terrible fucking wife. I know this. You don't defend women who act like Jada. You simply do not. We got too many niggas out here losing their lives over ain't shit bitches like Jada fucking Pinkett. What are we doing? What are we doing? Unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable. Okay, let's go to Johnny in Chicago. Johnny in Chicago, you're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hi, Donovan. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, man?
How you doing, John? I'm doing good. Well, the question is, are black women dangerous to black men? I would say no by biological standpoint,
okay.
And I would like to a reason why.
Okay.
Okay, so time and time again in your show has shown that men are more reasonable than women. So we should have the capacity to understand the situation in which what is right, what is wrong, or what is how we should be indifferent.
Okay.
But unfortunately, that's not how this is supposed to be portrayed, because it's mostly just emotion. like, how do I feel at this moment?
Right.
Should I do this because of my feelings?
So it's your opinion. So it's your opinion that from a biological standpoint, black women are not, they're not dangerous to black men. What about from a societal standpoint?
Well, that is in a societal standpoint. It's very dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
go ahead.
And my final thing to say is, we finally know the one person that is not allowed to watch Kevin Samuels in their home.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Very good. Any last words?
care.
Yeah, all right. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Johnny in Chicago with a little bit of comic relief there. Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that she is going to continue to that she's going to continue to let her kid. She's going to continue to let her kid watch Kevin Samuels. Oh boy. 516-387-1987. 516-387-1987. Let us go. Let's see. Let us go to Jordan in Marietta, Georgia. Jordan, you're on Live at Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I can't complain. You know, it's wonderful outside today.
Wish I could say the same thing here in Philly.
I'm so sorry about that. But I wanted to say I don't know how he deals with it, but I would have ended that call probably about Kevin. I don't know how Kevin deals with women like that all day.
Mm-hmm.
I would ended it 5 or 6 to 15 times before he would have.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind on that and how they can just believe it's true. I can see this because one of my friends who has a baby mama who I'm white and they're all black, but I've seen how the kid is 2 years old, 3 at this point, and oh my God, when she's with his dad, when the girl is with the dad, she starts to articulate, as well mannered, all that. When she goes back and is living with the mom most of the time, the mom's talking about, I need to take her to get articulation class. Is that too stupid? Just horrible in the house.
Wow.
And it just, it's so disappointing and sad.
It's incredible.
It's terrifying and it's scary as hell.
Insanity. Thanks for checking in, Jordan. I appreciate that. I mean, look, man. Look, this is what happens. This is what happens. Most black people are raised by black women, and when you get black people raised by black women, you get this shit. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go to Donnie in Maryland. Donnie in Maryland, you are on Live at Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, how you doing?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
So I got 2 points.
Okay.
Wonderful. I have 2 points. So the first point I want to make is that this is an ego thing.
Okay.
Where Jada, when the woman said, Will should have done it because of her honor. Here's the thing that we should acknowledge. She don't care about honor. Because honor should come about 2 days before. Because even a king and queen with servants, the king should pay their servants and the ones who serve them, and make sure that, hey, they are part of my people. I will protect them with me, and in turn they will defend the king and queen. But this is a one-sided thing, just like in society itself. I was trying to make it short. We got 2 points.
Okay, that's fine.
She don't care because she wants to have her cake and eat it. Will done it because of a woman who don't even care. This is a woman that does not give a crap about Will Smith, who gave her the world, literally the world that women have craved for. Yeah, she on it.
Unbelievable.
So let's just put that point across. She don't care about honor. She don't care about that. And but that's just my first point, because that literally irks me to no end.
Okay.
And the second thing is, this is an elder of our black community, of our black generation. She is an elder who teaches the younger generation how to act. Because I'm 31 years old. I have no kids, so I'm grateful because I'm not ready to be a father. Not
Right,
just
of course
financially, but to take care of a woman who can just throw me away like a dog.
Right.
She wants her kids. She does. Because here's the thing. Even my own mother, who I respect and adore, who takes care of me with my father, and to know it, but when I talk to her about you know Johnny Depp, right? Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I know who he is.
You remember when he was proven innocent? That hey, all that gone on and what happened?
Yeah, Amber Heard.
My mother didn't care. My mother did not care. She did not give one lip zip about what I told her about the situation, about the proof and everything. She did not care. So I asked her, Mom, so it's okay that if I was accused and you would treat me the same with him because I'm a man.
Right.
I am a man,
right.
So you would treat me the same way. But she went crazy over that. But I said, no. I am a man. You don't need to gender bend none of this. I'm a man. I'm just as much a man as him. He may be financially better than me and everything, but I'm just as much a man as him. So you would treat me the same way as Johnny Depp,
right?
As all these celebrities and all these men who have been falsely accused.
Unbelievable, man.
She literally ran away from the conversation.
Of course.
So this is. I love my mother. I
would
defend her. I would defend her, but this is crazy.
Yeah,
this is
man.
why I want everyone to understand this. This is why we can't have peace.
Yep.
And go global or a neutral stance, because women will get bored. I want you to understand this. Women will get bored because whenever there's peace, they will want something to happen. Look, we are separated from war. The ocean separated us. We have driven our ships across the ocean, made a civilization that touched clouds.
Right.
We're able to go to a nation within a matter of hours instead of days or years. And yet, they're not happy. We have given them a computer that can talk to millions in a matter of seconds. We have given them phones that can talk to their friends across the world. We have given them everything, and they're still not happy.
Unbelievable.
We have given them everything. We have sacrificed our lives through war and death, and they're still not happy. So this is why we can't have peace. It's because women will get bored and want to start something. Because where peace starts, it's not in our office. It is not in our street. It is not in our community. It starts in the individual home of every single man and woman. And I said it. Look, I care about the people with their taste and desire, gay or straight, whatever. But it starts in a black man and a black woman, a white man, white woman, whatever. It starts in a man and a woman's home first. Because that's where children are developed. Because they need a man and a woman. Because let me tell you something. Kids need to stop the viewpoint of a man and a woman. Because guess what? There are two genders in this damn world, a man and a woman. And they need both viewpoints. So, look, I know I talked and ran over too long, but I really need to put it out because she put fear in my heart. Not that she scared me, but what she said and how she's going to teach her kids. And, Joe, young man, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry for you. Run. That's not a mother. She's going to put you out. She will let you die just to put you on a t-shirt. I'm sorry for you, kid.
Wow.
I am so sorry.
Donnie in...
Thank you for letting me put that out.
Absolutely, man. Let me give you a Don DeMarco. Holy moly. Donnie in Maryland bringing the heat. Woo! Wow, what a call that was. Holy shit. But Donnie was right. Donnie was right. They're willing to throw us away for nothing. Neil Ray says, Will went super beta mode. Chris was a gentleman. I agree. Johnny with a $20 super chat. He said, it's so funny. That lady claimed she was married, but said her son was following and learning from Kevin Samuels. But shouldn't he be learning from her husband if she actually had one? Yeah, I didn't catch that before, but yeah, you're right. That's right. So either she's lying about being married, or the man she's married to is a noodle-spined male. A noodle-spined male. Let us go to Alvin in Australia. Alvin in Australia. You're on live with Donovan Sharpe. Good to talk to you again, man. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm good, Donovan. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I hear you perfectly fine. Alvin, go ahead.
Yes. Well, this whole thing is just crazy. Two things. The actual slap, because I don't know, listen, if you caught that, because when I was watching the actual Oscars live, because some Australian listen TV show, I think I had passed that area. So I saw it.
Wow.
First, it looked like a comedy skit. I'm like,
couldn't tell if it was real or not, right?
It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, what? What is this, the Oscars or is this Golden Globes? I'm like, what is going on? So I went on Twitter, and I saw it on Twitter. I'm like, oh, holy.
See that? See?
Keep on playing over and over again. I'm like, holy. And of course, my friends group in what's it called, a WhatsApp group, and everybody there, I posted it on there. Everyone had their own opinions back and forth. I'm like, what kind of opinion would you have? You don't go and slap a comedian.
Right.
And again, me and my friend got into a 2-hour debate about this, that, because he had alopecia, that you don't make fun of people that have disability. I'm like,
oh, so your friend had alopecia? Your friend had alopecia? Alvin, call back. Alvin, call back. All right, let's go to let's go to Stefan. Let's go to Stefan in New Jersey. Stefan in New Jersey, you're on live at Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey Donovan, how you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, you're familiar with me. I've been on here as Blackmail Media before.
Oh, okay. Good to finally talk to you, man.
Good to finally hear from you too, man. I'm always on your Instagram.
Thank you.
Let me get to the point though.
Okay.
What I was going to comment on is how Will Smith should have handled the situation, and my only thought is that he should have sat his black ass down. And I'm putting emphasis on black ass because, like I mentioned, and I know we don't go too far into the race thing in this side of the manosphere, but
sure,
it's the Black Grammys, man. I mean, the Oscars. It was the only time we ever had it produced by all black cast. I mean, Will hadn't come in the past because black people weren't represented. This is the first time he's been back in years. You know you're about to win the Oscar, and you let your woman steal your spotlight. I mean, man, it was just a bad look for black men in general, men altogether. Like you mentioned, you see Will Smith. He, to me, was enjoying the joke more than anybody in the crowd when the camera panned him.
That's right.
Now, all it takes is a look from mama, your sister, your auntie, or whoever we want to put the name of Jada as, his wife, or whatever the case may be. He looks at her, and now it's like the command. She didn't even have to say a word.
No, didn't have to say a goddamn thing.
She looked like a mafia man. Exactly. Didn't have to say a word. Looked at him like your mama looks at you when you're wrong, and he got his ass up and did what she told him to do. And then she rewarded him when he came back and sat down. She kissed him and nudged him on the forehead. I can't remember the last time I saw her or heard of her showing him affection before he did that. It was like, damn, how hard he got to fight to get her affection. It's crazy. It's not worth life and death.
No, listen, and not to cut you off here, but you're absolutely right, Stefan. The man had to commit a crime on international TV to get the kind of affection from his wife that he should be entitled to anyway. Just the natural byproduct of the life he's given her. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Donovan. Yeah, man, I agree, man. Wanted to leave it at that. Didn't want to beat a dead horse, but man, it was just sad to see.
Jesus Christ. Stefan in New Jersey, thanks for checking in, brother.
Take care.
Yeah, listen, he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. It is a goddamn shame, and I forget where I heard this from, and I think it might have been on the Poor Man's podcast. I can't remember exactly, and whoever I heard this from, I apologize that I'm not citing this correctly. But I remember they were having a conversation about attraction and this and that, and I remember one of the guys on the panel says, it's a damn shame that black men have to put themselves and other black men in danger to get respect from black women. And I was like, wow. To get respect and attraction from black women, black men have to put themselves in danger. The only way you get the respect of black women is if you put yourself in danger. Insanity. Let's go to Dominic in California. Dominic in California, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
How you doing, sir?
Doing good.
Good to meet you finally.
Yeah, you too, man.
Well, this is what I have to say. I have to speak to the mother on Kevin Samuel's show, and then I'm going to speak to Will, but I'm not going to take up too much of your time.
Okay,
sir.
No problem. Go ahead.
The mother on that show is the epitome of toxic femininity.
Ooh.
That's the worst depiction of a woman I have ever seen in my life. Because if you're willing to allow your son to go into danger, to go into whatever she may have them do, because we all know it's going to be a suicide mission.
You know
just to please your ego, you are the problem, ma'am. You are what's wrong with our women and what's wrong with the community.
That's right.
Because like Kevin Samuels once said, you can judge a community or a race based on its woman.
Mm.
And if our women are like this, we got a whole hell of a lot of work to do.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
And then number 2, Will Smith.
Okay.
More than anything, that had to be the biggest bully moment I have ever seen. For any man who has any respect for himself, his family, and his wife would never, ever put himself in a position to where he would make himself look bad or make his family look bad. And the measure of his wife should be the fact that she would try to stop him from doing something like that. Because she knows that if he does that, it will look bad on the family. It's just mind-boggling. If Will wanted to check Chris, all he had to do was like Kevin said, use his platform to do it or go into the after party, tell Chris what happened. Chris would have apologized. They could have put it up on Instagram and dapped it out.
There you go. See that?
And moved on.
There you go. There you go. And you want to know something? Oh, go ahead.
And if go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
No. I was going to say, if all Jada had to do was stop Will from making an ass of himself, right? If Jada truly loved Will, Dominic, if she truly loved him, and we know she doesn't, she would have stopped. Hey, Will, whoa. Just relax. It was just a joke. Nope. She allowed Will to make himself look stupid, make her look stupid, make the entire black community look stupid on the world's biggest stage.
I mean, it was the Oscars, for crying out loud.
Unreal, man.
This is the biggest stage you can be on, and you literally turned it into it's a circus now. No one even remembers the Oscar. They remember that slap.
No.
Nobody remembers.
It's a goddamn shame,
and
man.
Chris Rock had to be, in fact, I give Chris Rock's big ups. I will go to his next show because I respect him that much more now. He was the man in that situation.
Yes, he was.
Not
yes, he
Will.
was. Yes, he was. Because he handled himself brilliantly. Something happened to him that had never happened to anyone. And he handled it about as well as anyone could. I'll give you the last word, Dominic.
It was just insanity what happened that night. And if you're telling me that that's the only way black women see black men showing them any type of love, then that means a lot of black women never knew what love was to begin with.
Wow. Holy shit, man. Let me give you a Don DeMarco. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Absolutely. Thank you for checking in. Dude, Dominic brought the heat. Man, the calls are on point today. Let's keep it going. Let us go to Mike in Houston. Mike in Houston, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, what's happening, Donovan? Thank you for having me, bro.
Of course.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. About yourself, man?
Man, I'm doing exceptional, man. I really can't complain.
Good.
Again, I thank you for having me, and I wanted to answer your question directly, man, because when you ask, is a black woman a greatest threat to a black man? If he's not strong in his masculinity, she absolutely is his greatest existential threat, man.
Okay.
But what's even more complicated about it is what was supposed to be the greatest night of Will Smith's career ended up being the worst night of his career.
It's incredible.
And the thing about it is, it's another L that my guy has taken. And the sad part about it is that his wife has been the common denominator in all the L's.
There you go.
I don't know if it's anybody in his orbit that feels empowered to like let dude know, or if they have, maybe bro is just blinded by his love for his wife, and I can't hate on him, man, for that. But you know, just keeping it all the way funky. You know, if if that had been Ricky Gervais,
oh boy,
this would have been.
Oh my God!
Because you know how savage he was at the Golden Globes. You know.
Oh
yeah. He would have went in. He would have went all the way in with no rubber. You know, and would have doubled down if Will Smith would have got up. I mean, man, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole, bro. But
please don't.
You know,
but we all know. We all know.
But there's a dynamic though that we need to talk about, and that's that battery pack dynamic. Like
there it is.
There's so many of us that are dead and in prison behind that because, like I said, you're not leading in your masculinity.
Nope.
You know, you're leading with emotion instead of logic. And so when all you hear is that somebody has said this or done this to a woman that you love, that paternal instinct, it kicks in. But you also have to understand that the woman you're going to defend, she might be that person who instigates shit.
There you go.
You know, she might be that person who escalates shit to the point of violence, and then once violence is introduced into the situation that she may have initiated, now she's bringing you in.
There you go.
You know, and
there you go.
And men, we got to be cognizant of that dynamic in the women that we love and that we have to deal with. Sometimes it's not a woman you can extricate yourself from. You know, sometimes it might be somebody you related to. Sometimes it might be your wife and you raising kids. You know, whatever the case may be. You know, and defend your wife. Yeah, if you use violence to defend your wife from violence. Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
You know, that's. I mean, that goes without saying. That's Captain Obvious. But you know that was really the fact that Will wasn't able to see that was the result of his wife's bruised ego.
God Almighty! Dude.
You know, I think that's the most tragic part of this L that my guy's gonna have to hold, man.
Thanks for the call, Mike. I appreciate that. One thing that Mike, we're gonna go to Randy in Brooklyn next, then Sean in South Florida. One thing, what this situation reminds me of. How many videos, and I mentioned this on the Fresh and Fit podcast the last time I was down there. By the way, I'm going to be in Miami starting tomorrow all the way through till either Monday or Tuesday. How many videos have we seen of a woman mouthing off to another man? She gets violent, and all of a sudden, her boyfriend is the one that gets knocked out. Jade is the type of bitch that'll get her boyfriend knocked out. That's the type of bitch she is. That's the type of bitch she is, and that's exactly, dude, this is exactly what the last caller was talking about, Mike in Houston. You got to watch yourself. Do not, dude, it makes no sense to commit to any woman who would even think about putting you in harm's way behind her fucking emotions. I'm not trying to hear it. I am not trying to hear it. That's a bunch of bullshit if you ask me. Stay away from these kinds of women because Jada had the power to say, Will, come on, sit your ass down. Let's not fuck this up. Let's not fuck this up. Yeah, I'm feeling some. Nope, her ass sat there and watched him, let him go and make an absolute ass of himself. She sat there and watched him. That is not a woman who loves her husband. That's for goddamn sure. The Steel Curtain with the $10 super chat. Says, Donovan, what's ironic is in 1991, Will Smith was on the Arsenio Hall show making a bald-headed joke about the bass player. Twitter is lighting his ass up about it, the hypocrisy.
It's over 9,000!
The hypocrisy is always over 9,000. Let's go to Randy in Brooklyn. Randy in Brooklyn, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hello, Donovan. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it is because, one, they like to egg you on. It's like, you don't love us and all these guilt trips, and they raised them, and then it's like when they're in public, they don't even know you, but they'll start something with a random man, then look at you to play hero. I'm like,
there
I
you
don't
go.
know you.
That's
I'm
it.
not getting my stuff split. I don't even know you. Maybe you were my mother or something like that, someone I know, but who is
right?
Because when I was 20, I did some stupidity like that. I was some girl in college. You know, my nose is open, my brain is shut.
Sure.
And me and my best friend are arguing, and I'm willing to go at him for some girl whose name I barely knew for a couple of days.
See
But
that?
he talked me out of it because the fact of the matter was he's 2 years younger, 2 inches taller, and 20 pounds heavier. And it ain't going to end well for me.
Hell no.
And I was 20. And I'm like, and I wasn't egged on. I was just dumb. And I'm like, I let this shit slide. I ain't seen him for 15 years. My best friend has still been my best friend.
Hey, your boy did you a solid.
This guy's 50.
Yeah, your boy did you a solid. He may have saved your. Honestly, Randy, he might have saved your life.
And I said before, I ain't seen her in 15 years, and guess what I heard when I seen her? What happened to us? The semester ended. You didn't call at the end.
Wow.
And he's still there.
See that?
He brought me to the spots I wanted to go. He knew I could dance and do all things and other things before I could. And I had to break up on some other bullshit. My parents died. He was still there.
Of course he was, because he was your homeboy. Randy in Brooklyn, thanks for the call, man. Dude, Randy in Brooklyn, listen, his boy did him a solid. Every man should have a friend like Randy in Brooklyn. Hey, bruh, you're about to go throw hands with this dude you don't know over a bitch you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. How many men have died or been severely injured behind some bullshit that a woman said or did? How many times? And we see it all the time. People are catching this shit. You guys remember the Pittsburgh Steelers game? You remember the Pittsburgh Steelers game? That fucking white girl got in that dude's face, started hitting him. Yo, then the boyfriend had to step in because now he has to. Dude, he got knocked the fuck out. He caught 3 right to the chin, went right to sleep. Right to sleep. Unbelievable. Okay, let's go to Sean in South Florida. Sean in South Florida, you're on the live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Awesome. I just want to call about 2 different things that I kind of picked up on after actually watching Steph is Cold.
Oh, okay.
He was doing a video. He was doing a breakdown of the video.
Okay.
First thing that caught my attention is you look at, what do you call it? What's his name? Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
You look at his immediate response after he got slapped. He's like, boy, like you can literally hear him say it out loud. Like, boy, I can go in on this dude.
Yes.
Like, because his natural instinct as a comedian is,
yes.
Oh, I pressed a button. I hit a nerve.
Uh-huh.
I hit a nerve. Okay, I got something for your ass.
Right.
Thank you very much. Likewise. And I think to myself, okay, he can literally take this, as most comedians hopefully do, take it, flip it, make it to the point where it's like, you know what? This guy did this. I'm not going to press charges. I'll just press in on that one little nerve.
There you go.
And then he can take that, make it to where anytime you see him on, let's say, for example, hosting an award show, Saturday Night Live, any kind of situation where he's the host and he's in full control, make it to where he makes like some kind of, let's say the joke bombs. Oh, what you going to do, come over and slap me? That would happen, find some way to take it, make it to where not only does it not affect him, it actually puts money in his pocket.
See, that's what's smart.
You know what
yeah, no, dude, I totally agree. And listen, who knows? Maybe Chris Rock will turn this around. But let me ask you one last question, Sean. Now, Chris Rock has said he's not going to press charges. If I were Chris Rock, I don't think I'd press charges either. Just because I don't know, I wouldn't do that. What would you do? Do you agree or disagree with Chris Rock not pressing charges against Smith?
I think it's better he doesn't press charges because, like I say, you can make it more of a I'm going to take this and really ride it out.
There you go. Yep.
If you press charges, it's a one and done.
Yep.
If you take it, literally look at the fact that it's like this. We're just in the first week of this thing happening.
Right.
We're still talking about it on social media, et cetera, on YouTube videos, et cetera.
It's already Wednesday, man.
The next award. There you go, and it's still the hot topic, still trending. You take it to the next award show, it's still that's gonna be the next new thing. How can we top the Will Smith slap? You know what I'm saying? How can we make it to where I'm the new trending thing?
Jesus fucking Christ, man!
Just to do the one and done, putting a nail in that coffin, that's gonna be the end of that, and then it's like, okay, now it's on to the next hot topic, flavor of the month.
Right.
If he takes it, like I say, and flips it to where no matter what he does, I mean, honestly, why sit there and be offended by this one-time thing? We can make it a literal social jab at this guy.
Yeah,
I don't want to kick Will while he's down, but hey, you want to sit there and literally slap me? No problem. I'll slap your name. I'll slap your integrity. I'll slap your reputation. To where no matter what you do, everybody will know. Yeah, he's a multi-million-dollar actor and a decent musician, but he still rocks on and slaps people who attacks his cheating, horrible wife, who makes offhand jokes about a wife who clearly won't even defend his. You know what? Whole another conversation. That's I don't want to go with that, but Chris Rock is better off not pressing charges.
Okay.
He's just better off taking it, making himself, in a sense, a cultural icon by taking it on the chin or the cheek, whatever, and taking that, making a line of pocket.
Okay, very good. Sean.
Second thing I wanted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Second thing I want to touch on, probably.
Go ahead.
I want to touch on is I look at this as, I mean, you yourself, especially talking about going into Bitcoin and the crypto and improving your finances.
Yeah, of course.
It's already known we're having a financial collapse. Everything's going to fall. That's like a foregone conclusion.
Right.
The debt of this country, the banking system, is a big mess. What I look at when I see this Chris Rock thing and how, with Kevin Samuels' video, I look at it and say, okay, a message to black men, hey, hello, if you're seeing that this is how they respond to black men when, in a sense, things are like good and things are calm. We came out of this bullshit pandemic, everything's pretty stable, and then you're gonna have black women openly. It's not like a heat of the moment.
Yeah.
3 years after the fact. 3 years after the fact.
Yep.
Openly trying to defend this crap. What's gonna happen, as we're seeing right now, when people, we have a food shortage, now we have inflation, now we have all this crap happening. How are they gonna respond to you then? Are they gonna still put you in the best position, or are they gonna say, we don't have any food in the house? Go rob that guy of his food, and you don't know that guy's strapped. Now he put him in a bad position. I look at it as a way of saying, let this situation on the world stage be an indicator to you. They will put you in a bad position. Do not let them put you in a bad position when things fall down, because, dude, they're not going to come to your defense. They're going to keep on putting you at the forefront to get shot down, and then sit there and protest after you get killed by people.
That's right.
And say, we just stop the violence, stop the police brutality. This is bullshit. How are you going to sit there and profit on the front end and on the back end? You set me up to get killed. You get freaking GoFundMe's after the fact, after I get killed.
Right.
You turn around and fuck somebody else, get their child.
Yep.
And now, like, no matter what happens, they end up winning.
That's right. That's right. Listen, that's the world we live in. No, me neither. Sean in South Florida, that was a great call, because he's right. Women double dip on either way. They advocate for violence, they perpetuate the violence, they're the cause of the violence, and then they get paid off the violence. Incredible. Let us go to Forrest in New York City. Forrest in New York City, you are on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan. Thanks for taking my call, man.
Of course.
Doing well.
I'm doing very well, thank you.
That's great. So I think this is probably the greatest red pill moment to happen in quite some years.
Yes, I would agree. I would agree.
You know, from when it comes to relations between men and women, I think this is the first time since maybe Paul Elam and Man, Woman, Myth, those documentaries that came out.
Yes.
That men see how disposable women think they are.
Ooh,
And,
you're
like,
right.
My brother
You're right.
called me and everything. They were like, "Yo, are we like disposable?" And I was like, "Bro, happy to put you on game to that." And I think that's one thing. I think also when it comes to words and violence, I think comedians have had enough.
Yes.
And a great showing of this is, I don't know if you follow Tom Segura on Twitter. Oh my God, he went off.
Did he
about,
really?
Jada Pinkett. Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, it's also, you know,
Love Tom
people
Segura.
are more open to speak up about this.
Good.
Because I was at work and someone said, "Oh, you know what Will did was correct," and you know,
oh my God,
Chris Rock should have said that. And I asked her, I said, "Listen, if Regina King said that and Will did the same thing, would that be okay?"
Ooh.
And the look on her face.
Checkmate.
Like, oh, so in other words, when it comes to men's words, that's more impactful than women's words. So,
Jesus.
You know, I think overall, I mean, even Jim Carrey's response. Like,
Yeah.
Just seeing people really look at how much power Jada has over Will. And I think it's so impactful because Will Smith is such a huge actor, and he has affected everyone. I think from the ages of 0 to at least 60, you have had some kind of interaction with Will Smith.
Right.
As like Fresh Prince music or something like that. So to see this big cultural icon fall from grace, I think it actually affects people way more than they like to let on. And this woman on the call with Kevin Samuels, just to wrap it up,
Okay.
You can understand why people like King Von and all these rappers die.
Yes.
Because it's just
King Von died behind some bullshit that Asian Doll had done. That King Von died behind some shit that Asian Doll had done, man.
Yep. And it's just that male disposability thing, like it is in full force.
It's
and
insane,
I think men
man.
are starting to think about it more due to this event. And if you could ever review the Man Woman Myth documentary, it's somewhere on YouTube. It's just I know they got rid of his channel years ago.
Okay.
But if you could find those and look at those, it's great material. And I've been watching Red Pill content since I was like 17.
Okay.
Like I was on the original like MGTOW forums and stuff like that. So just to see all of this stuff now being like globalized, that people get to see this in HD is fantastic. And I love the work that you do.
Forrest in New York City, thank you very, very much for calling. Speaking of which, and dude, shout out to Devin. Devin is so fucking on point, man. I don't give her enough credit for this. I really don't. She makes me look very, very good. So this is the Tom Segura. This is the Tom Segura tweet. Says, fuck Will Smith's candy ass, smacking a dude 4 inches shorter and 50 pounds lighter. He's just in his feelings because his bald-headed bitch been fucking around on him for years and he takes it. We all know who he wishes he could slap. Hashtag cuck Will. Wow. Dude, that was on point. Dude, Tom Segura just fried. Absolutely just fried Will Smith. Wow. He fried them both. He fried Will and Jada. Damn. Tom Segura is very, very funny. Him, Burt Kreischer, Joe Rogan, all those guys, they run all in the same circles. They run in the same circles. You guys know how that goes. Okay, let us go to Marcus in New Jersey. Marcus in New Jersey. You're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Donovan?
Doing good. About yourself, man?
Pretty good. I want to speak on a topic with that young, well, not that young lady, but that
old lady
with on the camera show.
Yeah.
Man, when she made the reference of we got thinking about G Money and
yeah, New Jack City. Yeah, the fuck are you
days.
talking about? Yeah, fuck out of here with that nonsense.
Now she want to paint this picture. Maybe her son does watch the show. I hope her son actually bring home a white woman or Asian woman or a Latino woman.
Yo.
And I want to see. I wish I could see her reaction, bringing someone that's not black inside her household, and so he can introduce her to his mother.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, she would laugh, shit, giggle. But when she go home and her son come back, she's like, "Why you doing with this woman?
Doing with a white
you
girl,
need a strong
right?
Black woman. Yeah, you need a strong black woman." I totally agree of what you said about not all black women are the same, and I feel the same way too.
Okay.
But goddamn, it's so hard when you start seeing this stuff in the forefront, and then you change your mind at times.
Man, it's hard, man, because it's like we say not all black women are like this, but dude, like enough of them are like this to the point that we're talking about this right now. Dude, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, they represent the typical black relationship here in 2022. It's a goddamn shame, but it's the truth. I give you the last word, Marcus.
I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna speak on this. I understand she had alopecia. That could just be her karma of dragging his name down the mud.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not a karma guy, but whether she has alopecia or not, the joke was not out of line. The joke was apropos. That's all there was to it. Thanks for calling in, Marcus. I appreciate you watching the show. Let us go to. Give me a second. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to Amin in Canada. Amin in Canada, you are on Live with Donovan. You're on Live with Donovan.
Hello,
Amin,
Donovan.
go
How
ahead.
you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Not too bad. Just getting off shift.
Good.
What a crappy situation. But
Jesus.
You know, I didn't see Denzel. I don't think Denzel would actually behave like that or react like that.
I don't think so either.
Or any other guy that was there. But that's Will Smith for you. I mean, he got cuckolded from the get-go, you know, chasing this shadow of a man called Tupac.
Yep.
I mean, you know, that Jada, man, I'm like old school. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, right?
So you remember when Will Smith was the Fresh Prince?
Woman like that. Sorry, go ahead.
You know, you remember when Will Smith was the Fresh Prince?
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
Now, he has that hyperactivity going on, and he's had that from young. So I could see he wanted her more than she wanted him.
Right.
So I could see how that carried over, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? She's the dominant, and he's just a cuckold guy. You know, and every saving face that he tries to like save face, you know, as far as his image goes. I mean, he's Will Smith. He's $500 million man, right?
Yeah.
Like, he'll always be fine, but we see his ego being, you know, really damaged, and it's starting to unravel. And
man.
And that's all I think that episode was, if it was real, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen. I mean,
that's my opinion on it.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. And thanks for the call. I mean, listen. Amina's right. Could it have been staged? Yeah, of course it could have been staged. But I don't think it was. I don't think it was staged. I think that this was absolutely genuine, and I think it was organic. I think it was organic, and I think that was, you could tell Chris Rock looked genuinely shocked. He was stumbling. It took him a little while to sort of get his bearings back, but he managed to recover, right? He managed to recover, but I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm going to tell you what, dude, he's right. He was right. Will Smith needs some help. Will Smith needs an intervention. But most of all, you know what? You want to know what Will Smith needs? Will Smith needs him a white girl. That's what he needs. Will Smith needs him a white girl. Yeah, I said it. Will Smith needs him a white girl. Real motherfucking talk. Real talk. He needs to get the fuck away from Jada. Quit fucking with hoes like that. Needs to get with a Becky. I heard he was fucking around with Margot Robbie for a little while. If he was fucking around with her, man, he needs to rekindle that. But he needs to get the fuck away from Jada, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's go to Hassan in New York. Hassan in New York, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Man, how you doing, Donovan? What's going on?
I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing good, man.
Well, personally, people don't realize. I realized two things when I saw that situation between, you know, first that mother saying that, he got what he got. Lets me know when Kevin told her what it was, she was out of her element.
Yep.
Out of her depth.
Yep.
And out of her goddamn mind.
Woo! Real talk.
Period.
Yep.
Period, point blank. As for the Chris Rock situation, Chris Rock was getting ready to fuck that dude till he stopped himself.
Yep.
This is balled up. He said, you know what? That's okay. And here's the one thing people forgot. This man's about to go on a world tour in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to put that family through?
Woo-wee! Woo-wee! Listen, I'm trying to tell you. He is going to go in, and he should.
He's going to go in. And what's worse, everybody's going to see him going in because he's going to be, well, you know, you can't blame him. No one can blame him. And he won't do it. He probably ain't going to attack him on the first part of the show, but toward the end, he's going to let them have it. And right now, as we speak, the Academy Awards about to figure out something to do about Will. Are they going to ban him or going to take him out of the Academy, man? They're going to ban him for life.
I think they are.
It's bad when they got they even got Tom Cruise saying, nah, they should ban him.
Wow.
And Tom Cruise don't get in the process.
No, he really doesn't.
No, Tom Cruise said, he can't be doing that.
So do you think they really will ban? Do you think they will ban him, or what are your thoughts on that? Because I don't know that they will. I mean, he is Will Smith, but you never know.
The thing is this. I never know, but here's the thing. They're trying to get past the 2016 situation where Jada saying Oscars are so white to now she took unbridled fucking glee watching her husband slap a dude because he cracked a silly joke about G.I. Jane.
Unbelievable, man.
It wasn't even a hard joke. It would have been like, yeah, if he would have said like, yo, so August, how does August taste? Then I understand why Will went up there. I wouldn't even get mad at that. Well, you know.
And look, well, here's the thing. And I appreciate the call, Hassan. Here's the thing. If Chris Rock actually said, "Hey, how does August taste?" Will Smith can't get mad at that. You want to know why? Because that's a situation that Will facilitated on his own. His wife got out of pocket in the worst way on his watch. He would have absolutely no right to go up there and smack Chris Rock because that's some shit that Jada did. So, Dev just sent this to me. She said that this is what they posted this. Looks like they posted this outside of Chris Rock's show in Boston today. And it says, comedians play a critical role in our society, especially during times of chaos and uncertainty. They make us laugh, bring perspective, and remind us that there are different ways of seeing our reality. Comics must be protected. Heckling and physical abuse of comics is prohibited, and patrons will be immediately removed from the showroom. And then, of course, you after being removed from the showroom. In fucking sanity. I still can't believe he went up there and did this shit, man. It absolutely blows me away. It blows me away. Incredible. Let's go back to the phone lines. Let us go to Richard in Houston. Richard in Houston, you're on live at Donovan, and you go ahead.
Donovan, first time caller, love your show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Hey, after watching the replays on this ad nauseum, man, Will was happy with the joke. He was all good with it. Chris even said that it wasn't that bad. And then he looked over at Jada. He put his super simp cape on, and all he could hear was a real man would do this.
Yep.
You know.
And that's exactly what he did.
There he goes. He ruins what should have been the best day of his life, man.
Yep.
It's become painfully obvious that we've become expendable.
Yep.
At the expense of women's feelings.
That's all right.
Black women's feelings.
That's right.
It's all about, they're going to put us in harm's way just so they can feel good.
Just because.
And I'm I don't get it. So, something. I'm from Chicago, right? The South Side, and I kind of wonder what would happen if Bernie Mac was up there on stage.
Shit, Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac would have whooped his ass. Dude, Bernie Mac would have whooped that ass, man.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. So he took advantage of a situation, and it's sad because it reflects poorly on the whole black community. Because now, on the biggest stage, this is what our counterparts see of us. We can't even hold it down for a simple joke.
Nope. God, that was
It's kind of crazy, man. I don't want to talk long, man. I just wanted to let you know that I love your show and keep doing good work, man.
Richard in Houston, thanks for the shout out, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
Good. Listen, Richard in Houston is absolutely right, man. We look stupid. Like, this makes the black community. This is a black eye for the black community, man. God damn. Dude, I still can't believe he went up there and did that. Unbelievable. All right, let's go to Mark in South Carolina. Mark in South Carolina, you're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Oh, how you doing, Donovan?
Doing good. How about you?
Big time fan.
Thank you.
I'm good. I was just saying, Jada Pinkett Shakur is probably the biggest narcissist out of all of it.
I like that.
She had to make it all about her.
Yeah.
She had to make it all about her. And if she really would have just played her role and just didn't say anything or didn't even look at Will or give Will that look, because I know that look. A lot of this, this was Will's first Oscar. It's well overdue.
Yes.
There was a lot of movies he was in. He should have won an Oscar.
Uh-huh.
So on his biggest night, you have to use your little leverage, to force Will to do something to gain the last respect you have for him. I've seen this with a lot of men where, they got to puff out their chest,
Right.
to gain the little ounce of respect that they woman have for them. Now, this wasn't about protecting Jada, no. It was just, we'll have to do something drastic to gain the little ounce of respect that Jada had for him.
Yep.
I commend Chris Rock.
Yes.
For just being knowing where he's at, and not retaliating, this acting professional, because it couldn't have been me. I would have whooped his ass all the way to West Philadelphia.
Shit.
Yeah. So, it was a punk move. It shadowed everything Will's accomplished. It shadowed the movie. And not everybody knows that, also Samuel L. Jackson won an Oscar for the first time, too. So it shadowed that, too.
Unbelievable, man.
So it just kind of, yes, the Grammys was the most watched, but it was probably the most disgusting out of all of it. So
Mark,
that's all I got for that.
Thank you for calling in, Mark. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, Mark in South Carolina bringing the heat. Let's quickly get through the rest of these. Jerome in Ohio. Jerome in Ohio, you're on live with Donovan. Now, you're going to tell me how you would have handled it.
Well, here's my thing.
Okay.
It's like, I'm trying to understand, as a man, what you've been dealing with the last 2 years.
Right.
When this woman told you on Red Table that you felt the need that you had to fix somebody in order to make yourself feel good again when it came to August.
Right.
Considering what this man's been going through for the last 2 years since all that came about, what have you been doing to reciprocate that to your husband?
There you go.
What have you done to make you feel like you deserve that kind of protection? I'm sorry, man, but that's bullshit.
It is.
I'm sorry for cussing.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. I mean, because she didn't deserve that protection. Dog.
No,
Like,
she didn't. She's not worthy of that kind of protection. She's not worthy of that kind of defense. No way.
No, not at all. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, if I was him, I would have looked over at her and I would have, like Kevin Samuel said, I would have rided out. I would have kept laughing and looking at her like, what?
Like, bitch, yeah, all right. What you looking all sideways for? Fuck out of here.
Like, it's a joke. Like, chill out. Like, I don't get it. Like, he's a comedian. He just up there doing his job. Like, they really overreacted to this, man. And it was just ridiculous, Donovan. For real, seriously.
Unbelievable, man. Jerome in Ohio. Well, thanks for calling in, Jerome in Ohio. He's right. He was up there doing his job. And listen, Will thought the joke was cool. Like, Will was good with the joke. He looks over at Jada. Oh boy, now I got to roll up on this dude. And make an ass out of myself. And I didn't even know that Samuel L. Jackson had won an Oscar. I had no fucking idea. All right, let us go to Laurent in Tampa. Laurent in Tampa, you're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir. Sure can.
First off, thank you for everything you're doing. Appreciate it. Wish you nothing but wealth and health.
Thank you.
But,
Thank you.
Man, I went to sleep, woke up thinking about it, and the thing is, most people are going to the dishonor side of things, but they're going over the fact that you have to be trained to a certain point to be able to switch from enjoying the joke to immediately retaliating to go physically hurt somebody else. There's a reason why, because she went on there, talked about sexual pleasure and everything that he's not adequately doing for her. You can tell even the years that Tupac's been dead and, the person that she did the entanglement thing with, you can see she's in love with bad boys. No pun intended. But you see that Will's just a different type of guy, and she wants, that's why you can tell with women, they will act within the atmosphere that you set for them.
That's right.
Kids, whenever they do something wrong or break anything, their immediate reaction is to look at you first to see if what they did is right or wrong.
Yes,
when
right.
we keep allowing stuff like this to happen, then they'll keep acting this way. Actually, on a Fresh and Fit podcast, you and Rational Mel were on. He broke down how we perceive things differently. It's for men, it's instinct, reason, then emotion, and then for women, it's instinct, emotion, then reason. And he's been conditioned so bad. Plus, you got to remember the market is majority women because the population is majority men. So he has to, when it comes to work and everything they're doing, they have to cater towards that audience. So he's been conditioned so bad that his initial reaction is, okay, instinct, my wife. Emotion, I'm not, she makes me feel inadequate as a man. I have to gain her approval. And then reason afterwards is probably why he started crying and everything afterwards. But he's been conditioned so bad to the point where he can't get out of his own shoes and see the selfishness of overlying everybody else because they, she was fighting for us to, quote unquote, for us to be able to get to this point. Now they let us hear, they let us win, and it's like, okay, they let us do it, and now this is what
we don't know how to act.
Right, embarrassing ourselves. We're proving them right and embarrassing ourselves. Women could never take themselves out of their own shoes to understand, and the conditioning that he's in is the same selfishness. He's basically thinking from a feminine
Thank you for
aspect.
using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Oh, shit. Oh, I guess we ran out of time. God damn. Okay, well, listen, Laurent in Tampa, that was a good listen. That was a very good call. He made a very good point. And to all the callers who got cut off, I apologize. I didn't realize that we were running that short on time. Next time I open up the phone lines, I'll have to move them along. I have to move it along quickly. But Laurent is right. Laurent is right. For Will Smith to go from belly laughing at a good-natured joke to all of a sudden being an attack dog, Jesus Christ. Jesus H. Christ. My final word on this is, can Will Smith recover from this? Yeah, I think he can. He's got to be smart. He's got to be smart. Can't be, he can't offend again. But what it really comes down to, guys, what it really comes down to, guys, is picking the wrong woman, man. Picking the wrong woman. Oh, okay. So yes. So shout out to Hellfong in Illinois, Lynn in Philly, Neil in New Jersey, Ostrike in Maryland, Slambright in Denver, Apollo in Pittsburgh, Nate in Boston, Andrew in Maine, Rob in DC, Darren in Phoenix, and Nigatar from Reading. I apologize that you guys didn't get to get on the lines. I think we had something like 75 callers, 75 to like 80 callers. All of the calls were absolutely fucking fantastic. All you guys, man. You guys brought the heat. You brought the thunder. But Will Smith is still listen. It's the end of the road for Jada Pinkett. It's the end of the road. She will never be. She will never be in another relationship of consequence with a man even close to Will's stature. Not even close. Not even close. Will can come back from this. It's gonna take some work, but he's got to get away from Jada. He's got to get the fuck away from Jada. Jada. It's almost like it's like she's destroying him from the inside out. She is destroying this man from the inside out. He is self-destructing at her behest. And she looks like she could not be having a better time. Unbelievable. Ostrike with the $10 super chat says, Chris is showing that he's not petty because he doesn't need the law to come to his aid when he's not even injured. Chris pities Will too much to press charges. Marriage to Jada is punishment enough. Wow. That I would agree with. That is going to do it for this edition, the special edition of TSR Live. My thanks to all of my callers and all of my super chatters for making this an unbelievable episode. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.